thought I was a race car driver. I go back there and pick them kids up. Some of the parents say, I don't know, I want my kid to get on that bus or not. I'm coming in that bitch with that bitch to the bottom. I burned a tank of, I burned up about 2 tanks of gas a day. They fucked up when they told me, said, wherever you go, you take the bus with you. Shit, I be all on the block and everything with that motherfucker. You know wherever I get in with some gas on them, I got that radio up there on the ass. Thump. Huh?
This your Stop Podcast, THISYOURSTOP podcast. Search it just like that on social media platforms, especially YouTube. Subscribe and like. It's wicked important and it's wicked free, I swear to God. Just do it. Talk your shit. I'm Machine Gun Johnny, Johnny Tsunami, Johnny Winfrey, Johnny Jesse Raphael. Call me what you want, but don't call me for fronts. That's some old bitch reference. But anywho, we got some special guests in the building. And as you could tell, I don't know if y'all could tell, we got a lot of feminine energy in here. The men's ain't here. They're not even in the audience. So we going to run free like some feral children. And to my immediate left, we have...
Hey, yo. It's your girl, Nasa B. I'm on Instagram as Diva of All Trades, 21. Holla.
Okay, and what do you do, honey?
What you mean?
Tell the people.
Oh, I do childcare. I do a little bit of everything. Diva of all trades. Listen, if it's a bag to be made, I'm going to get it. All right? Now.
It's her immediate last.
Shayla Love, and I'm a CNA.
Oh.
All right.
You got to take care of the people, honey. Shit. I love it. And to my immediate right.
Hello, Cheyenne.
Did you just give us a hello?
Yes, hello. Cheyenne, it's Shiloh on Facebook, and I have a business, my Love Spot _ on Instagram and Love Spot on Facebook. Travel and Vagina Spa, here to service all of your feminine hygiene.
Yes.
Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody.
How y'all doing?
Come on, somebody. And to her immediate right.
Straight out of Atlanta, Georgia. It's me, Jordan. You can follow me on Twitter, Jordan Game6 _. That's me. You can find me on Instagram, Jordan.MB _. It's me. Thank you.
It's me.
She's a wild one, ain't she?
The one and only.
She's from Riverdale, Georgia.
The one and only. You know.
All right, so y'all see we got all the ladies in a spot. So what's going to happen, if I can help it, is... It's not going to be a She-Ra Man Haters Club like y'all niggas like to do. That shall remain nameless. It's always bitch this, these
bitches.
Females.
Bitches.
It's going to be...
So what happens when the bitch got the gun? No,
it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Right?
So, but it's not going to be some... Bing bong, that's what the kids say?
Yes.
Oh. So it's going to be...
And another thing.
And another thing. So we're going to talk about... We're not going to give too much game, but we're going to give most of the game. As far as what these males want to know from us that they are basically afraid to ask, and I ain't ashamed to say.
So our target audience is you sitting on that couch, lonely, by yourself. You want to know why? We're here to answer those questions.
We about to give it to you.
All right, so I'm going to start with the one that most of these male humans wanted to know.
Yeah.
And most of them have started off with this accountability, / apologizing. Why can't we say sorry, and why is it so difficult for us to take accountability for our position in a transgression? Don't shoot the messenger. That's what they want to know.
I got a lot to say on this one, but I'm gonna let my older sister take the lead. I got a lot to say.
Hold on.
on now, because look, I don't have a problem apologizing. I take accountability. You want to know why? Because when it's your turn, baby, let me tell you something. You better take it. You don't have a choice, because I'm going to give it to you. All right? Accountability is everything. And, like, that's just it.
When I was younger, it was more of a, I ain't like to feel play. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let you feel like you got over on me. So, to me, it was like more of a pride thing. You're not going to say that I did X, Y, and Z because you feel like, I feel like you think you got over on me. You're never going to get over on me. Exactly. Now it's more so, I'm going to tell you what I did, but you have to acknowledge what you did too. It's not a tit for tat, but you got to say like, okay, yes, I will say full and well, yes, I was talking about your mama. I did say that because I was mad. But I did talk about how your mama be having them chains. She'd had them same chains she was like since like 1990, and how her neck been green ever since then. Because
I think this is this a thing, a real thing? Because they're going in like it's a real thing.
I'm saying, I'm gonna tell you, yes, I did say that, but you also have to take full ownership also. And I feel like men a lot of times don't either.
No.
To me, like, I grew up and had to learn how to do that. You know what I'm saying? But men,
Not me.
one thing about it, and two things to show.
Doing shit was doing shit, and I learned accountability at like 7, and I'm extremely accountable. It just depends on the situation, right?
Yeah, who you are. Like,
my actions, I don't give a fuck, so I'm always accountable. I'll tell you whatever I did. I don't give a shit.
Right.
But if you ask me like something like, do women take shit? Like, no, I don't shit. Like, I'll never be accountable for that. Like, whatever you just, I didn't do that, and like, I don't shit. Whatever just happened in that bathroom, that wasn't me. I don't know. Like, stuff like that, I'll never take accountability for. But like, real life shit, like, yeah, I did.
Yeah,
that.
I did it.
Right.
I might say it again. Provoke me.
Like, and so what?
I will say, like Jordan, like before I wouldn't. I would be like, you know, I didn't want people to look at me a certain type of way. Mm-hmm. And, you know, growing up, like, I'm almost 40, y'all. What's up? You know what I'm saying? 2022, she coming through. But
Young
anyway,
MJB.
Looks 12.
hey, you know how we do. But anyway, you know, these days, I don't care about your feelings because guess what? You didn't care about my feelings when I felt what I felt.
Right.
So, I'm going to say what I'm going to say. I don't care. And that's just it. Like, I did it. I didn't do it. And that's just it. So.
J-Lo?
Well,
She
no.
been sitting on her hands. Like,
She waiting.
She said she had a lot.
I'm just saying, I don't have a problem with taking accountability. It's the tit for tat thing, like back to what you were saying. Like, I don't want to take accountability and then, like, be like, oh, well, you did it and you need to do this and you need to do that. No, I'm going to fully take and own what I did. But like you said, when it comes down to it, you better own up to yours.
Yeah.
You
Ready
better,
to
like,
take it
this
and
real life stuff, yeah, we can go. Let's go.
Yeah.
But you better take yours too.
One thing I don't do is forget. And I remember everything you
go.
said
Ever.
and everything
I'm
said.
going to remember. Yep.
Yeah. And I'm going to make sure I own up to what it was that I said and what it was that I did. But a part of being accountable, too, is also understanding that I may have said this and it wasn't my intention to make you feel the way you felt when you heard it. But I'm going to understand that you felt the way that you felt when you heard it. And men, I feel like a lot of times don't understand that. Like, it was like, oh, I didn't mean it like that. Okay, but this is how I took it.
They do not.
And that's a part of being accountable, too. And because I know me, and if I said it, I was saying it to hurt your feelings. There is nothing off limits to me. Once we're there, nothing is off limits. And I have to acknowledge that I might have took it too far, but that was also
Are you acknowledging it and apologizing?
Yeah.
Because there's a thing where now, like, I'm newly dating, so whereas though I feel like men are now coming to me saying, like, you know, women don't, like, they don't apologize a lot. Like, you know, they don't say sorry.
Right.
Whereas though with me, it's like,
You're never gonna end up a sorry bitch. So
no, it's not about being a. It's not about being a.
break your will.
No, it's not even about being a sorry bitch.
When you're wrong, you know you're wrong.
Yeah, that's it, and that's it.
Don't let a person try to convince you.
Otherwise,
or tell
no.
you that you're wrong, because then that you could be playing into something that they want you to be, opposed to who you are, right?
Not only that, but you just you say sorry one time, and that's it. They don't.
You're not gonna make me work for your forgiveness.
You're not gonna make me do all the extra things because I already I confronted it head on. I let you know that's accountability. Then second, I apologize for my wrongdoings. in that whole setting, so it should be over
Exactly.
with.
Now,
Don't
you're
make
not
me
gonna
kiss
hold
your
it
ass
over my
after
head.
that. Because if you make me kiss your ass after that, it's gonna be fuck you. It's now we're playing
You're
the
not
fuck
gonna
you
hold
game.
it over my head.
Yeah.
I did this shit 2 weeks ago, bro.
Yeah.
I said I was
called your
sorry.
mama ugly and
Right.
your second baby ugly. Too.
And I told you in your face what I did.
Right.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never lied.
It wasn't a lie.
Like they get so mad at us. Like, but did I lie to you?
Right,
though?
but I
like
didn't lie.
you feel all these things about what I just did, but don't you appreciate the truth?
Truth?
Like,
No.
a little bit.
They don't.
And it'd be like, oh,
They
so
don't.
you-
They don't like the
Because
delivery.
They can't tell the truth. They can't give the truth.
or they can't
always gotta
accept
go
it. 'Cause
around
I
the
don't
bush.
get like. I don't know. I end up in so many like weird
I feel like men, they want you- they wanna-
the truth. They just look at me like, bitch, you really told it? Like,
Yeah, because they
You
view.
knew that.
Yeah.
You knew that. The baby is 6. The baby's been looking like a hairless cat for 6 years.
Some men have this one perspective on what a woman is supposed to be. So when you show
You're right.
them otherwise, of like, no, I'm
This is-
not.
yeah,
This is
fact.
who I am.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying?
One thing about it, I'm gonna
that's-
test your limit.
yeah, and they'll take
You could be used to this.
They'll take
Time and time again since you start dating. This could be what you're used to. That's not me. I'm
Exactly.
gonna tell
No
you
more.
every
right?
it's never been me. I'm gonna tell you,
You know
every
what,
time.
Jordan?
It's
And
never
some
been
men, they can't handle that. They can't handle the strong aspect in a woman because they expect
no,
you to.
they
it's-
all are after the kill, honey. Like, it's the
No.
kill that they after. So when they find a woman that's strong, there's some men that appreciate you for who you are. But
Yeah.
the majority
Yeah.
of them, they
Go
want
ahead,
to
grab the mic.
defeat you.
Yeah.
They want to defeat
Yeah.
and make
And
you
conquer.
break you down.
and make you so much small. Like that's their purpose. When they see
Is
that,
to
they're
conquer
like,
you
all
and
they
knock you
think
down
of
a
is
few
like,
pegs.
So that you need them.
She's gonna break to this dick. Like that's what they think. Like,
Let me
through
tell you
this,
something.
She's gonna. It's a dumb thing with men. Like it's
I know, you
I'm
don't
gonna
gotta
tell
teach
you
me
for
nothing. I
any
already.
women that are in the audience and any men that are in the audience. Let me explain something to you, and this is how I feel like every woman should carry themselves, and every woman should think this way. The same reason why you wanted to talk to me, the same reason why you were so pressed to get my number, was because you thought I was so fine, I was so smart, I was so funny. Listen to me and hear me loud and clear. I'm that bitch. You thought I was that bitch. He thinks I'm that bitch. She thinks I'm that bitch. He thinks I'm
You
that
all think I'm that bitch.
I'm that bitch.
Period.
So,
I believe that.
you will operate as such because I'm going to carry myself that way. You're not going to break me down. So the same reason why you want to talk to me is the same reason why she did, he did, and your mama might want to too. So you're going
You
to
always want to say to mama.
you're going to always, because your mother's in it every time. You're going to hear me and you're going to operate as such. So you're not going to make me feel like I'm less than.
There you
You're
go.
not going to,
There
I'm
you
not
go.
going
You're not gonna
I'm
dim
not
my
going
light
to
for yours.
accept less than
Yeah.
because guess what? I'm that bitch. And guess what that
Exactly.
bitch deserves? Everything that
Everything.
she wants.
Everything,
So,
yep.
if you feel like I'm the one that you're going to conquer, you're not.
You're not. Yeah, I feel
I
it.
think because I don't know if you guys know, the men are gonna do the same thing that we're doing. So
It's gonna be wrong.
Wrong.
I'm tuned in. On
I
the couch.
hope
You
that
hear me?
they can recognize that they do want to conquer, chase the cat, get that. I don't want to say the name of it. That white. No product placement here. They want to conquer you and knock you down a few pegs. So they liked what.
too.
Oh yeah, I want no, because this is what we're doing. Because I want him.
Face.
I want him to
She said I
love.
did it yesterday.
I want him
No,
to
because
love.
I am the same way. Like,
I want
right,
him to love and respect me. Like I want to be. If we're dating seriously, I want to be the different one. I want you to love and
That's where
respect
I'm at
me
now.
the way I
Yeah.
love and respect you. And if we're dating seriously, I want to be different.
Yeah.
I don't. There's no shame in that, and I think I used to be
just want
shameful to say that.
A opponent in any arena. So it's like if we just fucking around, like I'm gonna be the best, like the best.
Fuck her around her.
Right. If we are like sneaky Lincoln, like you'll
I'm gonna be
never
your
worry
best, your
about
sneaky
me,
The
link.
right?
sneakiest linky is like.
The sneakiest
it.
linker, right? But if we are dating, I am so gonna arrive full fledged at that too. But I just equally want a worthy opponent. So it's like whatever.
I can definitely dig that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's all I want. So it's like whatever we doing, just let me know what we doing.
And when you're that
And-
worthy
and-
opponent, you don't have to knock me down.
No, that's
Yeah.
and that's for me. So it depends on the nigga, to be honest. Like, it depends on the nigga. It depends on this nigga's level of arrogance. And it depends on because I'm a realist, my actual ability, right?
Right.
So if I see a nigga and he's so just
On.
and he's just extra the beast in me appreciates that challenge, and yes, I too want to kill you as well, right? Like I'm after the defeat as well. But I'm a realist, so if it's the nigga that I feel is out of my reach based off of who knows, status, intellect, maybe, I don't know, one of those two things, but I wouldn't challenge that, because for me it's just an unrealistic thing. But if it's a nigga that's within my grasp and he's that way, not only will I get you, not only will I get you, but it's like I'm gonna make it a project to make you see like how like there's an error in your way, and that to me is the win. Like I'm not out to hurt you. I'm not. I come to you with no harm, but I am going to even the playing field by the time we're done. Right?
What do you think it is? What do you think it is, though?
Like hierarchy. You're gonna know once we're finished that you met a woman that is at eye level with you. Right. And
what do you think it is, though, about men, though? Because a lot of times the thing that men are attracted to, like, they might be attracted to the fact that we're so smart, or the fact that we're so driven, or the fact that we're so whatever. Those are the same things that they try to like take away from us.
Absolutely. Once they
but
get
that's
us.
what you're attracted to. What? I don't understand what is
it.
it.
Up to you to maintain that, because that's the unspoken give and take between us.
Yep.
And that's what a lot of women don't know. Like, this is game right here. Seriously, in my experience, right? The fight, that's what keeps you in the game with them. The minute that you give up the fight of your independency, of your woman, of what you was when he met you, the minute you been to that, you become boring, and he's gonna then look for another challenge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you have now
Dimmed your light.
You gave him what he wanted.
Even know that he wanted. A lot of these niggas don't even know what they want from us, right? But then they get with us, they deal with us for a little bit, and then subconsciously they end up finding out like, okay, I just wanted to defeat that, and I did that, and now it's like I gotta. So ladies, it's my
like a new boy
advice.
at school.
Right.
Stay in the fight. Stay the course, ladies. Stay the course, because that once you change that thing, that's it for you. It's only a matter of time, and I don't give a shit who you are or what you got.
You know how the new boy at school.
You could
only a matter of time.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, you know how the new boy at school when we were kids, he was so cute. He was so cute because he was new and shiny, and greasy.
Okay.
And then when we realized that he was musty and wore the same champion hoodie every day, oh, he ain't cute no more.
Right.
That's the same way I feel like males do us. Once we got you, once they get you, all right, I conquered that.
It's
on
the thrill
to
of
the
the
next
kill.
project.
I feel like with women, like, you know, I made a lot of mistakes, like, growing up. Not to say, like, but I've made mistakes growing up. And
Haven't we?
one of the biggest ones is, like, we are really, like, giving. And it's because it's in our nature to be, like, nurturers and all these things. And we really end up, like, it's not even about, like, sex or nothing like that, but we give the niggas too much.
Absolutely.
And then you give them everything, and they have nothing else to, you know what I'm saying? Nothing.
Yeah.
You can't. You have to really hold a lot back. In the same way how they, like, feed us, like, inch by inch of them. Like, they make it a project for us to even establish a feeling out of them, right? Like, you got to be around a nigga several times, have, like, seen him lose money, loan him a couple dollars, and then he got some feelings, right? But it's like, before that, he's unavailable. You have to arrive the same way. Like, even if it fucking kills you, like, even if he texts you and it's eating you up, you text him right back.
Stand your ground.
Don't
you hear me?
fucking do it, because,
you better
like,
stand your
you
ground.
can't be so readily available. You
Yes,
can't be this. It's
So
not
here's
a
the
thing
deal.
that I don't know. I don't think that that's cute.
But you gotta do
this is
that
what
to
I
a
was gonna
certain
say.
extent.
Right,
You
that's
gotta
what I was
know
gonna
who to
say.
do that.
That's what I'm gonna say, because for me, I'm a woman, so I'm giving, nurturing, like, you know, Cheyenne said. But at the same time, I'm a Virgo, and so we are natural caregivers. You know what I'm saying? So that's just in us to just take care of people. And for me, I feel like I had to thank God I was raised by the people I was raised by, because I had it in me. You know what I'm saying? It just needed to come out. And at a certain point, it was like, okay, hold up. Like this, I don't know what you thought, but this is, I'm trying, okay, to be different. Now you want to bring me back to my ancestry, okay? So here we go. You know, and it's okay. It's okay to, you know, want to be that swear word, submissive or what have you, but at the same time, don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself. And when you feel losing yourself, bounce back. Like
that call for submission too, like is a
niggas don't be having nothing to be submissive.
That's
to,
my
bro.
point.
And
Like, so,
submission. That's what gets me.
Like seriously, like to me, how I view that, because that's something personal that I battle with these men. Where it's like, to me, that's submission is not an unnatural thing. It comes naturally. And if he gotta ask for it, he's not the one that you submit to. Because it happens. It happens.
Like
niggas want you to be submissive, and you're not doing anything to lead me.
You know to shut the fuck up. Like when he's talking, whoever he is, you feel it to know like it's not my place to say anything.
And it doesn't make you feel
it
any
doesn't
less
make you feel smart. It just lets you know he is him. He is him.
She said
him.
Because being submissive isn't being behind somebody per se, like being in the shadows necessarily. You know what I'm saying? But it's being like off to the side. Maybe. But men do not. You have not given me a single reason to submit.
You ain't push me back.
Yes, you have not given me a reason to submit. Listen, beloved, I pay the bills.
Beloved.
But I also feel like nowadays women don't know how to be submissive, because
why?
You have okay. I feel like now there's two different types of women nowadays. Like there's always been that, but now it's like really solidified. Whereas though it's like there's the women that will give you everything. They'll give you they'll cook for you all the damn time. They'll freaking clean the house. They'll make sure the whole everything. That's part of, in a man's view, that's part of being submissive to them, because you're catering to their needs in a sense. Exactly, you're catering to their needs in a sense. But whereas though you have the independent woman, so they say, and that doesn't want to really take care of the household duties, but wants the man to be submissive to them in a sense. You get what I'm saying? Because
I feel like
she's
there's
the
a one in
breadwinner.
between, though.
It's because now you have these women that are like,
we're not in
they're
the 50s
exactly.
We all have to go
but
to
hold
work
on,
now.
that not only are they working,
but hold on.
But not only are they working, they're more solidified in life. Like they have businesses.
My bank account is not in your name.
Exactly. I don't need you for extra.
To that point, like you're 100% right. But honestly speaking, we can't, like as women. Honestly, we could drive a Benz and that nigga can drive equally the same. He doesn't give a fuck about our monetary nothing. Like
I was about to get to that.
We're not attractive to men when, like, you know, in that sense.
Yes,
I was about to get
it's a perk, but that they don't.
Because let's be clear, like that's
We're
not
here.
we
That's
weren't
not what we're here
created,
for.
right? We wasn't created
That's not
for
what
that.
we're here for.
And we have to people have to remember that, because I remember. I don't want to say we, but you know, we have to remember that, like what we were created for.
In the same breath, what they were created for.
Things come natural to us, and you know, like being nurturing and catering to others, our families, our husbands, our children. Like we cater to them. You know, that's natural. However, because of what we have gone through, we have learned to counteract that feeling and be okay with it. You know what I'm saying? So,
but wouldn't you say it goes the other way too?
Absolutely.
In the same breath, they don't.
Yes.
They haven't. And it's so crazy because a lot of the times it's the men that grew up with the mom doing everything. That are the ones.
Let's snap to that. Huh?
It's because they too look to date their moms. So when they see you out here independent and they see you out here doing what you got to do, not only do you feel familiar, but it's the same way that you
Comforting,
feel
nurturing.
It's the same enabling thing that they're used to. So
I've
it's
heard
like,
people say
let
that.
me just get over here because it's safe. She got this crib.
Yeah.
She always go food shopping.
Yeah.
She got a car that I could drive in. When she
Come
go
on,
to
Jody.
work.
And she flies.
Jody, my Jody.
Yeah.
It's the same Jody.
I can sell my little quarters and smoke at the same time and play my game all day.
And
Like,
she don't care why, because she already so solid.
yeah.
People like to say, and I kind of agree with it, very situational. They be like, well, your mom was a single mom and she did it on her own. So you expect these bitches that you, you expect these women that you deal with,
Females.
My brother.
females, my brother, Grand Rising, you expect these women that you deal with to take the same shit that your mama dealt with your absent father. So when you fuck with these women, you expect them to be this docile, I don't need no child support, I don't need no diapers, I don't need nothing from him, I'm an independent woman, don't need no man, walking my own self on a leash. Like, you have to understand that. You gotta understand that you want to date your mother, Oedipus Rex. And as soon as you can realize that, I think we'll be in a better place. Now, this is a solution-based episode. We talking our shit, but we trying to get to some solutions and some answers.
Like, we can't front and say that, like, our daddy issues or some of us lack thereof daddies doesn't lead us to the men that we deal with too, because my, growing up under an emotionally unavailable man, don't give me some man that can speak about his feelings, because he makes me uncomfortable. Like,
Speaking of damn devil.
it's sickening to me.
My baby daddy.
Give me a man that's emotionally unavailable, and I'm right at home. Not only that,
I feel more comfortable.
I'm comfortable. I can easily love you. I know exactly
What to do
with you, because I'm used to
that.
unspoken thing, but knowing that you
love me,
because
and that goes,
but you never having to say it because you're just not emotionally.
We gotta recognize
available.
that we're comfortable.
And
we gotta recognize that we're comfortable in shit.
That mommy shit on them without saying about us, like, yes, we too go for these daddy-like figures. And for me, I have right now, I will say I have the luxury, right, because I'm a single woman, and I have the luxury of being able to see what's out here for real, right? And I've been through some shit, so I'm dating through experience. I'm dating for the times, all of that. And right now it's weird because, like, you have like an array of men, right? And so it's like, how do you
pick and choose?
How do you pick and choose?
Navigate.
Because what you know and what you. So it's hard out here for a pimp, but I'm telling
I
you.
feel you,
gotta
sister.
get this money for the rent.
I'm telling you, if nothing else, though, like, being knowledge of self gets you everything.
Get you everything.
I was just about to say, you have to know what you want.
You have to know what you want, what you like, who you are. You have to stand on that.
Because for me, I had mother and father, right? And a lot of people don't grow up like that. So for me, my struggle. For me, you have to really know what it is that you want, regardless of the way you grew up or what you saw or whatever the case may be. You have to know what you want. Because for me, it's the exact opposite. I grew up with my mother and my father. They were married until the day my father died. My father, it was 50-50. They were paying bills together. If my mother could not come to a recital or a performance or a banquet or whatever, there was my dad. There would be days where my dad would cook dinner, my mom would take us to practice. There'd be days where my mother cooked dinner. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stuff
Shout
like
out Uncle Willie Moe.
Right,
didn't play them games.
So, for me, I found myself dealing with a lot of shit because I wanted my son to have two parents. And so, I was like taking it on the chin in a sense for the sake of having those two parents.
That none of us did. Like, all of us started out wanting the promise of a two-parent household. None of us entered into this parenthood thing thinking that we was gonna be
Single
alone.
mother.
Yes.
I went viral on Facebook over like a post stating such. Like there is a real trauma
Child.
behind us.
Can you just give us a
having
gist of what it
these
was?
kids and being abandoned.
Give us
like,
a gist of what it was at
the,
least.
The gist was basically like we're not identifying that there is a real trauma behind us having these children and being left to raise them alone and figure out our own lives at the time, because
And it falls on
at
the mama
time,
life.
I had never been 20 years old with a son and had like these intense feelings for a man that just wasn't there anymore, and then I'm left with a child that looks exactly like him, and I gotta figure out my life, his life, and what just happened to me, and how do I move on from that? And it's like it hits you, and it's like, wait a minute, and you have to handle all of this without a fucking breaking expression.
I got a
without
question. I got a question for this. Why you look for the post? Because niggas need to hear that shit. Because that shit was real as
the
hell.
post is
Let me
all
ask
these
this
young
question.
dogs.
Let me ask the question first. As the only person sitting at this table without any children, at what I'm a perpetual TT. At what point do moms want a 2-parent household so bad, and this is no shade, that they will accept anything less than what they should have
All
just
of
to
us
have
considered
2?
it. All of us have
Everybody has.
considered it,
You have to
and
wake
all of
up.
us have done it. All of us have bit the bullet and been in situations that we didn't agree to be in, like we weren't raised to be in.
I didn't
but
lay
have
down to make this
accepted
child with that
for
thought
for
that
the
I was gonna
bigger
be a single
picture. By
parent.
God, I'm telling you, unless she a whole trash bag bitch, right?
Jesus.
Every female that has kids, in my mind, has, if she's not with her kid's father, it's because she has tried everything. And all else failed.
Agreed.
I don't enter into these situations with these men with kids, and we have to stop doing this shit too, ladies.
Yes.
And I have all respect for the baby mother until she disrespects me.
Period.
I have all respect.
She's not your enemy.
I have all respect.
She's not at
But
all.
I don't even care. She's neither here
She's
nor
not even
against me.
existing.
If you speak of me to her, I'm going to advise you as though it's somebody speaking of me to my child's father. And I'm going to speak about her with all due respect because she's owed that. Like, 'cause
Right.
I'm owed that, right? And so nonetheless, I'm not the girl that you come to with, my fucking baby mother.
I hate it.
Don't do that.
every
Don't-
time.
Don't do that.
Because not
Don't
only
do
that,
that.
I'm gonna be a person
Can I
like
speak?
every
Hold on.
time.
Hold on. Hold on. Can I
also
can I
gonna
speak? Can
tell
I
you,
say
like,
something?
Don't come to me with your personal
hate it.
family
Hold on.
shit,
Hold
because
on.
That's personal to y'all.
Hold on. Hold on.
Right? That
Hold
has
on.
nothing to do with me, and y'all got to figure that out. But I will tell you, based off her, it's probably this. And just based off how you express yourself about her, you're a fucked up nigga and you got work to do. And I say that. I say stuff like that.
Do not
because-
talk to me about how you
Yeah,
hate
'cause-
your bitch of a baby mother.
No, we've all
Do
been
not.
there, ladies.
Right.
We all
Because
been
first
there.
of all,
Don't
we're
feel
women.
cute being that girl that he's like bitten to in such an ill way
And you
about
wanna-
this next woman.
and you
'cause
wanna throw
either you will
shade
be
or
her soon,
Put
or
something on this situation. Like
you don't
do
know
that.
what he's saying
Yeah.
when he leave you. But nonetheless, that's not about nothing. Like, family is family. My baby father, I can't, you know what I mean? They are who they are, but they still my family. They call me today or tomorrow and need something, I'm there for them. But that's my family. We do life together, but we not together. And
Shaylo, what you was
that's
finna
the
say?
situation with any man and his baby mother, and you the female
testify?
entering, you knew. Like, seriously.
What
they
you gonna
not
say,
together, but
Shaylo?
They do life together. Sorry, Shay.
I'm drunk.
You was gonna speak on baby mamas and baby daddies.
Yeah, I just feel like even baby mothers too. When you enter a relationship or you enter just speaking or dealing with another man or woman, don't speak on y'all's past relationship, regardless. Like, if they ask, like, yeah, we've been through some stuff, we've been through whatever. And if y'all are dating and y'all feel like y'all need to go into detail about such, okay, cool. But don't come off rip to just be like, oh, my baby's mother's trash, she's this, she's that, or my baby's father's trash. Exactly. My baby's father's trash, and then you dealt with her. You dealt with him. Come on, y'all fucked, y'all had kids, y'all did all of that extra shit together, y'all was living life like it was cool, and now you with me and you in front of me and you trying to front like whatever.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, like trying to throw salt
I feel
on
like
the next one to make your shit
Yeah,
seem
because
right.
you're gonna.
But
You
a
don't
lot
think
of times
I know you're
feel
gonna do
like
it.
ending
Yeah,
up as a single parent,
and that's retarded to
ending
me.
up as a single parent a lot of times falls
Very.
like to go off what you were saying, falls on mommy. But I never entered into this like with the intent to be a single parent, to raise this person by myself. But a lot of times I feel like it's the stigma, like we're looked at as the ones who, like, we are the reason why. We're the ones who did X, Y, and Z. Or, she won't let that man see his son. Da-da-da-da. Fuck you. He doesn't deserve.
Not midnight on a Wednesday. I want to see my son.
I want to see my son. Nigga, you wasn't even thinking about my boy. Like,
So,
I feel like a lot of times men, too, and you know what it really is, to go back onto the mommy thing. And I can say this from personal experience. Your mother and your grandmother your whole life have been like enabling you, stop, bro. Like enabling you and coddling you and thinking that these things are okay because you were raised to see. You was raised. This is all personal. You're raised thinking that the mom does it all, so you feel like you don't have to. The grandmother does it all. She's never told you that you were wrong, so you don't have to. And so a lot of times it's the bitter baby mama. And that's not the case. Never will I deny my child or his father the ability to see one another, having that open line of communication, whatever the case may be. But at the same time, I grew up and I had to understand, okay, we've got a child on the way. This is what I need to do to change my life to accommodate for said child. You maybe did not make that adjustment. You know what I'm saying? You want to do, and again, this is personal, he wants to do fun parent stuff. The fun, the easy, not the hard stuff. And when do you as men hold your niggas accountable, hold your friend accountable? Damn, you ain't said shit about that baby, bro. You haven't talked to that baby. You ain't did. When was the last time you seen it? Like, hold your friends. If you're not the baby daddy, hold your baby daddy friend accountable.
You have to look at their friends, though, because a lot of the times we be wanting these niggas to hold their friends accountable, but then they ain't shit neither. So you can't. So then you can't expect them to hold them accountable if they ain't doing shit neither. Half of them don't even take care of their kids neither. So how they gonna look at their mans and be like, oh, go home, bro?
Right.
Listen,
Like they ain't gonna do that because he ain't going home.
Listen, and just so I could put a different spin on it, I'm not a single mom. However, I'm married. However, there are times where I feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Because and like that's my sister. I speak on it. We don't sugarcoat, like we speak like this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just. For me, it feels worse. Like I can't say worse because I don't know,
how it
what
feels
what a single mom's what their real feeling is, because I can't feel what they feel. But for me to have, someone there and then feel like the ultimate is not being done.
That person is right there in your face.
Right, right. You know what I'm saying? And not to say that he's a bad guy, but that's just the men, our black men. They sometimes they're not raised or given the information. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's your cross to bear right there, based
right.
off of who you chose. And
right.
This is my opinion of it. Right. I'm a real one, even on my Sundays, and I have seriously. Mm-hmm. And the truth is that is your cross to bear based off who you chose. And if you're looking for somebody to hold anybody accountable, you can't expect his friends to want to challenge a relationship that works for them for you.
Fair.
Who the fuck are you? Right?
Fair.
Right.
But, bitch, I want to look at this nigga.
Let me finish. If there's anybody to hold somebody accountable, that's your job.
Yeah.
You're your child's advocate. You're your child's lawyer. You're your child's judge, jury, and executioner. So, with that being said, I choose violence, if you can't tell. I have cursed out mothers, grandmothers, fathers, baby fathers, uncles and aunts.
No one's exempt, all right?
I've gone to everybody because for me, my position is we're not going to court. I'm not involved in any external force in my household. Church and state won't meet in my house when they see fit. No, it stays separate. So we're not going to court, but you're going to deal with me in all facets. So, like I said, I'm the child's advocate, the child's lawyer, the child's judge, jury, and executioner. And to keep neither one of my kids, no one's ever been on child support. I've never taken nobody to court for nothing that's been done. I've never called police and had nobody arrest. Never. So absent that, you're gonna deal with me in all forms. And as a mother to a son, you better respect that, because it could be paperwork coming to your house, right? It could be.
And I just need to say,
so deal with me
when she says deal
not.
with me,
And
let's
that's
be
how I
very
am.
clear.
I'm 1,000 times worse.
Do you
No,
hear
have no idea what
the
I've been
passion
through.
in
You
her
have no
voice when
idea
she
what
says
I've been
deal with
through.
me?
You have no idea what I've been through, girl.
Yeah.
I've been through shit. Like Thanksgiving Day, I was drunk
No.
out of a house, took it outside in front of a whole family, because you gonna deal with fucking me. You understand me? Like I'm to that. I'm willing to go for a few things. And
That's
my
what I'm
kids
saying.
is one.
I mean, I'm 1,000 times
We
worse
not
in the
going to
sense that
court.
I'm 1,000 times worse than any paperwork you gonna get.
Yeah.
Because that's my baby.
So
and
when
I
you
was
said
just
the
talking
friends,
to...
if you want somebody, curse the friends out. When he show up with the friends, you
That's
fucking
right.
stupid niggas sit around him all fucking day, and all he do is
yeah.
X, Y, and Z.
Right.
He
Period.
that girl. Okay,
Right.
because if I gotta deal with the hardship, y'all gonna hear my mouth. If y'all like it, don't
Exactly.
fucking come here.
Don't
And you
come
don't have
here.
shit to do with
You
me.
don't gotta
My
come
child-
here. You don't
my
got
child
to.
is not your nephew.
My truth.
Because you're not allowing his father to do what fathers
and
do.
say, I want to buy them some shoes. Yeah, them shoes is nice, but you can keep them over there for when your son, if he ever picked them the fuck up.
How about that?
Thank you. I don't need them. But, however, keep them over there for if you ever encourage your son to pick them up.
I was telling Johnny before y'all got here, there is no way, to me, there's no way that you can overreact when your child is concerned. There is no such thing as overreaction. If I feel like
animalistic, girl, like you
it's
don't
my
ain't
baby,
shit.
that's my baby.
this
That
is-
is my
this is
baby.
some-
And I was telling her,
Look, you
you
hot?
will never. Me too. I'm like a little.
This is some, you
You
triggering
never
me right
feel.
now.
You will never feel.
Pulsating because you fucking with me.
And I'm gonna
Stop.
tell you this, as if you're listening to me and your mommy and you're listening to me and your daddy, I'm gonna tell you this right now. There is nothing that you will never feel how I feel about my baby, because I'm mommy. I bore that child, and that child is mine. And so as far as I'm concerned, throw me under the jail, bitch, because there's no right, wrong, nothing that you can tell me about my child to make me feel like I'm overreacting, to make me feel, because my child deserves everything.
Carry them.
Because I carried that baby.
They get that
my
all the
child
time.
deserves nothing
Two
but
times.
the best. My child
gotta spend
deserves.
the time.
My child deserves to have X, Y, and Z. And guess what? He's gonna do it. Whether I have to kill you, lay you out, whatever I gotta do to get it, he's going to get it. And you will never understand that. And that's why I feel. And you know what? What else it is to me too? And I'm gonna say this again. Everything that I'm saying to you is from personal experience.
She done told you.
How y'all get to say, him get to say, oh, I got you on Friday. We don't, as mommy, we don't get the ability
Do you
to
know what I
say.
went through just today? I had a meeting that was a little later in the day, and I couldn't make it to get my daughter. I text her father. I say, somebody need to go and get her or whatever. He texts her, I'm at work. Where you think I'm at?
Oh,
Hear me.
Right? So then I say, he texted me back, his brother, was able to help. But he said, where's she going after you pick her up? That's what you and him figure out, Daddy, right? Because you got to pick that. You figure out where he's taking her afterwards. That's something on your side. I will get her when I'm able to from y'all once you tell me where she at.
Right.
Then it was, she ain't got no way. He's going to bring her to the house. Nobody's there. You know what? Let me just go ahead. This thing is canceled. I'm going to cancel this. Let me go and get my child.
and you have to rearrange your whole
this is,
life.
We don't
this
get
is,
the
this
option.
Is, this is the thing where it's like we do. Man, listen.
Can you give us that that post, please?
The
Because
post is this.
it
This
damn
came
near made me
by
cry.
way
I
of,
could cry on anything.
there was a lot of. I don't know if y'all been following. Like, there's a lot of young girls that have been taking their lives or whatever on social media,
Yep.
and they've been doing it on live and
What?
expressing
No,
what
I'm
they're
not
going
aware.
through. Oh my goodness, it's a lot. It's a lot. So
Because they don't have a
Hold on, listen to the
you-
post. Listen to the post.
everybody.
Listen to the post. The post is
She can't even get
all
herself.
these young girls killing themselves over the pressure of being a single mother and not having anyone to rely on is real. The conversation of how traumatic it is to be abandoned by a partner or the father of a kid and left to figure out your life and someone else's is real. We got to be strong and never stop and realize that we are fucking traumatized. I pray for all the single mothers who feel alone. Y'all got this. Because that is what we're feeling to identify. All this hurt and upset that you feel, these moments of falling apart, you could be normal one day and then get a text from him and then got to go to the bathroom and you just unwrap. That's trauma. That is trauma. That is trauma. And we in the black community, us black girls, don't get to be traumatized. We just got to just push
We
through,
gotta be
sis.
aggressive.
You
Push
gotta
through,
swallow
sis.
it, and it comes out
Push
as an
through, sis.
attitude, and it
Push
comes out as
through,
being
sis.
aggressive.
And then all of a sudden you got a fucking mental health issue. Miss me with the bullshit. Like, I just got trauma on top of trauma on top of trauma, and the world is forcing me to just have to not express
continue.
it. Because when I do, I'm angry, and I'm the angry black woman. But no, like, these words are things that I get to express for a reason. Like, but trauma is what it is. We are traumatized.
The world
That
does not show
feeling-
grace to black women. We don't get
We can't be
moment.
dehydrated
At
and
all.
go to the hospital
We
and
can't go
not get a
50
72-hour
million times
hold.
to the doctor's office and get taken seriously. Let me shut up, because
No.
a lot of what's going on, you know what I mean? If they believed our pain, we would be just as bad in the opioid crisis. You understand me?
I tell you.
If,
You know
if
what I'm
we
saying?
went to the doctors and they believed our pain and gave us what we actually needed for our pain, we'd be just
Not
as
no
bad
fucking
with everybody
Motrin.
else in the opioid crisis. But they don't believe our pain, so they give us
We get looked at like
ibuprofen.
we just here to get the drugs.
We get ibuprofen for everything, and God bless, because it saved us. You know, it saved us in this thing
You're
that's going on right
absolutely
now.
right. You're
But them not
absolutely
believing us and us being
Not
just
treating
not
us the way they
because they look at this,
supposed to.
you know,
Uh-huh.
take it back. We were subhuman. We were
Yeah.
extra
Exactly.
strong. We did not feel. So present day, it's even hard for our men to understand. Oh, they feel.
Come on.
These bitches
Come
don't
on.
feel. This bitch,
Right.
this bitch, that feels. That's
It
a
doesn't
feeling.
matter what
when
you throw
refer
at
to
her,
me as
she's
that,
gonna be able
and
to
all
continue.
She be
I'm
aight.
doing is being
She
a
be
good woman
aight.
to you, and then I hear you on the phone. Now my bitch is doing this. It's like,
I'll punch you in the neck.
because we have the same community, I get it. But nigga, you couldn't think of a better word.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
After all that I did,
Hear me.
after these packs that I just
Childbirth. Childbirth
I've been there
is
too,
too dangerous. And it's too close to death to be doing this shit for somebody that does not understand. And that's a lot of the I put my life on the line. I carried this little boy.
They don't understand that your life is on the line when you give birth.
I
that is
feel
the
like
closest you come
if
to
nobody
death in your
deserves
life.
respect in this
without
world, it is
dying.
the mother of your child.
Natural.
Yeah,
You hear me?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, she's crazy.
It's crazy. She's crazy.
Special.
I
All
can't
right,
even
Mr.
take a cramp.
It's
Never mind,
platinum
though.
pussy. No, I'm joking.
It's just, you know what it was? Speaking of mothers, his mother challenged me, and it was like, okay,
I'm finna show you
I'll
something.
show you.
Yeah.
I'll show you. I got a
Put 'em
question.
up.
Speaking on accountability and the bullshit, sorry, but it is real. If there is a thing that you know that you be on some bullshit on, you know you ain't right, what are you doing, if anything, to sharpen that tool to fix it? Not for a man, not for a woman, not for a
It
mate.
depends on if it serves me, because probably nothing.
Okay.
What?
So, I'll speak for myself as a childless TT, but still someone that dates cisgender men. I know I can be hypervigilant. I'm a woman that dates men. I don't have any kids, but I know there's some shit about me. So I know that, for instance, I expect my man to do or say things that I would do, which is unrealistic. I expect things from my man that I wouldn't do, that he, you know what I'm saying? Like, how are we navigating and changing the things that we know are fucked up about ourselves for the greater good of yourself and to be a better mate, no matter who your mate is?
For me, it's not necessarily fucked up per se, but I really did have a struggle, and I still do to this day, because it seems like that's just what I attract. Everybody is not raised like me.
Right.
So
Right.
there are people who are raised on survival.
Mm-hmm.
There's people who are raised on love. And I was somebody who was raised on love. And I was raised in a family where we hug each other. We say, I love you. We say, we're allowed to have these feelings. We're allowed to have opinions. We're allowed
I'm
to
sorry,
do.
but
I
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I just want to say something. Y'all's family is fucking unique. No, let me tell you something. I have never been around a family who embraces the extended families the way that y'all do. Like, it's out of this world. Like, I tell Jauni this all the time. Like, yo, you all make me believe.
So
You know?
if y'all don't understand, me and she are sisters, and 1, 2, 3 are sisters. So what Nasa is speaking on is that we came from a lot of blended families. My parents were teenage parents.
Yeah.
My mom remarried. And everybody's baby daddy and baby mama is welcome. As long as you
You ain't got to be a baby daddy. You can just be a
cool,
boyfriend at
somebody.
one point.
As long as you love and respect the child and the family, you're welcome. We had so many family gatherings where there's like other baby mamas and other baby daddies and whatever the case is. So I think that's what Renesa is speaking
That's
on.
exactly the thing. Like, it's the most beautiful thing. Like, cookouts, I'm sitting there and I'm like, but is it okay?
Isn't that her girlfriend?
Give me a
And
drink,
then you
please.
have
I need a
somebody like
shot.
us, well, me, who was just, and my sisters raised on survival.
Right.
Strictly survival and figuring out how to love. We had to come to the conclusion and come to a realization in our adult life somewhere, like, this is how I want to be loved. This is how I want to give love and all of that in order to receive what we expect, what we need.
And for me, it was, this is the way that I grew up receiving love, feeling love, showing love. This is how I do it, right? And you're not doing what I'm used to, so you must not know how to love. To me, it was that. Oh, you must be wrong because this is not what I'm used to. I don't feel it when you do it to me like this. I don't feel loved when you do these things or you show these things or you say these things. I have, you know what I'm saying?
And then can I also say something on to that too? People have different outlooks on how to love. You know, that's where I'm starting to realize that too, based on how they were raised. It's not always about being raised on love or survival. They could have been raised on both, or just raised on love and still don't know how to love.
Right.
You know, so it's kind of a catch-22.
Right.
You have to figure out what you're willing to give and take when you're with somebody, and teach them along the way too, because a lot of the times you don't. In a relationship, y'all have to teach each other things. That's the best thing in a relationship, when you're learning from your mate and they're learning from you and you're taking from them and you're taking from you and y'all are just growing together. That's the beauty in it.
And to me, that was my issue. It's not that you don't love me. I just have to learn. You have to learn how I receive the love, and I have to learn how you give the love.
I think the children call it love language.
It is a love language. Huh?
What do you try to like squares, good guys?
No, I usually down south, country,
Gotta.
yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like, down south gutter what? Like, down south gutter squares? Like, working
No,
class
I
men,
don't like
good guys?
squares. No, somewhere in between. But I'm saying that to say, a lot of times I end up with people who weren't raised the same way as me. You might not have.
So hood niggas.
No, not necessarily, because
Okay.
you don't have to be a hood nigga to have had a mommy and daddy, right?
That's true, because I'm a hood bitch and I had mommy and daddy.
Mommy and daddy. But to me, and she and our parents are siblings. But she didn't grow up the way that I grew up.
I kind of understand what you're saying, because my baby's father, he's not a hood nigga, but at the end of the day, he's not a square, but he was raised fucked up. He was raised fucked up, and it made him fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
You could be raised just like me and encounter some type of trauma, later on in
the
your
way.
development.
Exactly, that creates you into that.
Makes you different from me.
Yeah.
And so to me, I really did have to learn, it's not that you don't love me, you just don't know how I feel it, and I don't know how you give it. You could give it to me by just wanting to sit with me all day.
Yeah.
I want you to touch me. I like to touch people.
In the dating phase, you guys don't ask each other,
And that's the thing. And that's the thing. No, because
people don't know that.
back in the
People
day,
don't know
you
that.
see, that's a learning. That's a new learning thing. And I can tell you
I
that now.
promise you, people don't know that, Cheyenne.
Me being 26 and being with my baby's father for 8 years, I didn't know like what a love language or what that even meant. Yes. Until like me and him separated, or until
you don't realize how fucked up it is until you done.
Like in, and I'm like, I got asked like that, like when I was, and I'm like, love language, like what the fuck is that? Like I had to Google it, like, what the fuck is the love language? Saying. Like not that I'm slow or anything, but like what does that mean? What does it entail? What is it? And what is it? What is the aspects of it exactly?
When you read, okay, I'm just going on the book, like. It gives you in-depth information, and it like for me, I read it and I was blown away because some of the stuff
you'll be surprised.
You just don't look at it that way, the way it's presented in the
book.
Or
it's been your norm for so long.
Right.
I was only with my son's dad for 2.5 years, but in that amount of time, I became so acclimated to stuff because that's just how he is. Mm-hmm. That's just how we are. You don't realize how messed up it really is, or how you've been like holding yourself back, or how deprived you are, or whatever the case may be.
Of yourself, of just your natural self.
Until all is said and done.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. All right, I got a question. Real simple. Does size matter?
Yes.
No.
Size of what?
The dick.
Who said of what?
Me, because she said no, so I had to make sure. It's like, what do you mean?
Because here's the whole deal, right?
I want to get the answers, and then y'all can.
Oh, okay.
Converse.
You said yes. Mm-hmm. You said
no.
No.
Yeah. No.
Nah. Well, yeah.
That's a vast question. Like, size matters.
If you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
okay, I can say that.
And not for nothing, this is just me. I feel like all men are made perfect, like biologically, right? You are made perfect. So if your dick is small, maybe her pussy's wide, right? So find a narrower vagina.
I fucking can't.
I think
if
that
his dick is small, like sis, maybe.
I think
you're good. Like,
down to the biology.
Everyone is made perfect by biologically.
Size matters
for yourself. So if you
right.
find someone that doesn't work for you at a mismatch,
for me.
Size matters because you can have like the schlong and not know what to do with it.
Yeah, that is.
You can't reach, bro.
You're just trying to stab.
Or not only
uterus.
that, you don't even have the movements going. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Some people. All right, all phones on silent.
Sorry, is that me?
I don't know. It's in the thing.
Yeah, is it me?
My phone's on the floor.
Sorry, we're gonna talk over it. Size matters as far as if you have a big dick and you don't know what to do.
Not showers.
If you don't, it's probably me because I don't know how to change it.
Where is it?
It's gone.
Yikes.
Shit happens. Size matters because if you have a 12-inch wiener and you don't know what to do with it and you're just trying to stab me,
it should be hurting.
Penetrate my uterus. No, but you can have a little microphone and know what to do with it. I think it's very situational.
Can I just tell you,
true.
like it's in
A little bit.
it's not always the penetration is great. It's great. But there's other stuff, like there's other stuff.
Talk to me nice.
Talk to me nice. Somebody say, come on, just the penetration is not always the end all be all. It's great. It's great.
Like a woman's chat.
I think I'm the only woman that just can't like do the whole the playing with the self type thing. I've never really done it.
You gotta grow up.
Somebody said you better be comfortable with yourself,
bro.
baby. You better love yourself.
I mean, I could touch on myself and
started
get excited, but
on
as far as
Facebook based off
extra?
of this picture, you guys should look at this.
I love that.
I
I
am
love
old.
it. I love it.
Don't
Did
play
you
with
love
me.
it?
I love
So I
it.
started this women's group. It's called Speaking for My Pussy. So hopefully you can join it on Facebook, and I'll add you guys. But look at this. Would you believe?
I love it.
Right. So they have like One, two,
What is it called?
Can you describe it so we
they
can
have
see?
10 different pictures of a pussy, like of pussies on here, right?
Varying size.
Various sizes, various looks. I'm gonna pass it around. Give me
Various
a
lips.
And so,
coloring.
just to give you guys an understanding, one is called, sheep woman, cat woman, buffalo woman, bear woman, wolf woman, antelope woman, deer
Wolf
woman,
got mad hair, huh?
fox woman.
Shut your
Shut
mouth.
the fuck up.
Oh.
Fox woman.
Yeah, wolf pussy.
dancing woman.
Wolf pussy. Shut up, bitch. I know someone that like
And
it.
so if you go to like your whatever like pussy relates to you because the pictures.
Can
like,
I just
whatever's
explain?
gonna be
So
relatable.
what-
So if you go to one, right?
She's
it
saying
explains to you
what
the
she
characteristics and things of that particular
so
vagina type.
so there's a photo array of different labia. Now I want y'all to
labia.
understand.
Can you
I
explain
want
that?
you people to
They don't know
understand,
labia.
men and women alike, or whatever gender. Everybody's inner and outer labia does not look like what you see on the porn. It's not always
Wrinkly and
little and
we watch it.
whatever. We watch it. There are women with different, not vagina because the vagina is in.
Right.
So there are different women that have different
Lips.
lips. And you guys
Just like on
and
your
girls
face, everybody's lips is
need
different.
to understand
Clear.
that
Was it
just
accurate?
because
Yeah.
your labia
wasn't
looks a
that
certain
crazy?
way does
So
not mean
hopefully
that
you
you're
can
stretched
join
out.
my group.
I got a
I'll
question.
add you.
I got a
do
question.
it.
I got a question for you.
How come people
You can't
say?
use clothes and it's private because we'll be talking about.
How come people say that if you fuck like 20 different niggas, your pussy stretched out, but if you fuck one nigga for 10 years, your pussy
20
stretched out?
fucking times.
Y'all gotta stop.
It's public
have to stop.
education.
You
beloved.
have to stop.
First of all, you don't have to stop.
You gotta stop.
Women, you gotta just stop listening to these motherfuckers, okay? They don't know half the shit they talking about. They just, it's
Wait.
off hearsay.
They don't even drink water.
Okay?
Stop.
Ladies, drink your water and eat your pineapples. Don't listen to them.
Beloved,
They don't know. They don't
visit
even
your
ask them
doctor
about
on a
themselves.
regular basis.
Let's talk about that.
Drink
ask
water.
them about themselves. When the conversation comes, when they want to start talking about you, okay, well, what about,
When the last time you went to the doctor? Do you got
do
my
you
chart?
have a hood?
You got my chart?
Do you need to clean under your hood? Or are you okay? You don't have a hood. Do you know?
Do you have my chart?
Oh, that's your page.
She said, "Do you have my chart?"
Do you have? When's the last time you been to the doctor? Know your
One
status.
thing about it, niggas do not be going to the doctor.
They don't.
Niggas find out their status through their women.
Do they,
Exactly.
bitch?
So when she goes to the doctor, and
It's
come
her
back,
fault.
And her pH off balance.
It's
They-
her fault. Nah, nigga, you fucked me
They,
up.
they
You
know
see,
that
I'm
they
drinking.
good.
I gotta.
Um,
No, that's how
Do looks matter?
yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah,
No.
no.
Here's the deal.
Yes.
No, it doesn't. I wasn't saying yet you look
Oh.
don't matter. Not to me, honey.
So looks,
Not to me.
I want to say looks don't matter, but I have
The way
to
you
be
carry yourself
attracted
does.
to you.
What brought
And-
you to that person if it wasn't the way they look?
The way they carry,
What?
first of all, the way they carry
way you
themselves,
carry
that
yourself,
swag,
the way you
baby. Get me
talk,
out my chair.
the way you're
'cause
willing
I
to
like
treat
it.
me, like all.
No. Not about the way you treat me. You're
Before
at the
you got there.
club.
Together,
You at the, that's what I'm
like,
saying. You're at the club, right?
Nah, you gotta grow
First of all, I'm always dope.
Before you
But
got there.
honestly,
not
hold
you,
on,
baby.
hold on. Let me say
But
something.
I make
Can I say-
him.
hold on. Let me say something to this.
You
Let me
know
say
who
something to
talking
this
to.
because
I do.
like a year ago, you could have asked me the same question and I would have been like, yeah, looks matter, right? Now that I'm like single, right? And I find myself dating these guys that look like, they're so whatever. Everything going, and they got some life going behind them as well, right?
compete with you.
There you go. That's the thing right there, because you see when you find a woman that's equally like at your level, whereas though she looks just as good as you, she got just as much shit going on as you, she got all of this stuff just as much as you do, they try to compete with you. That's why them niggas, when they have a relationship with a bitch that looks, equally to their compatibility, or look like, good like them, they cheat with a bitch that looks like
Bottom of the
down the
barrel.
floor,
At the
like,
bottom.
and
This
it's
is
like, it
scientific
confuses
study
you.
with this.
Yeah, it confuses you for a
No, it's
minute.
because it's an ego booster.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Ego booster.
Because your woman
The
right
ladder.
there, she don't need to,
The ladder makes
she's
you
already.
feel more of what you
That's ass backwards.
But then when you cheat, but then when you dating a man, he may not look like too good in
You
the face.
feel like hot
but his
shit 'cause
swag's
you look
right.
like you
He
messing
opens
with
the door for
somebody
you.
who-
He does everything that he's supposed to do.
Backwards.
No.
What are you talking
Let me
about?
tell you what ain't backwards.
What are you dating for? Are you dating for to
Hold on,
look
hold on.
good with somebody, or are you dating
No.
to feel
Because I
something
fully
from
believe
somebody?
because I fully
But you wanna
believe
be
one
attracted to
person,
somebody.
one person could possess. Believe it or not, one person can possess all of those characteristics.
They can.
Yes, one person can be
And what
pleasing
if he
to the eye.
possesses everything, but he's ugly?
Hold on.
But
One
what's
person,
ugly?
but I feel like to say that
Whatever
they
that
don't
means to her.
matter.
Shit, ain't nobody ugly.
No,
to me.
all right, and that's you. But I'm gonna sit here and say that to.
Well, I mean, there's
No,
a
here's
difference.
the
There's a
deal.
difference. Let me not say ain't nobody
look.
ugly, but I'm
I'm saying it's something that brought you to that person. I don't give a fuck what anybody
Right.
says. It's something that brought you to that person. But to me, it's ass backwards for a man to feel bigger by messing with someone that's not on their level. That's ass backwards. To me, it's
not as
it
backwards.
is.
It's
It
ass-
is.
It is ass, if you
ass
think about
backwards.
it. If you think about it, it is ass backwards. But
Yeah.
if you really like put logic to it, it's not ass backwards because these niggas they want to feel high at a level where like their bitches ain't competing with them.
So
understand
you
what I'm
feel
saying?
high.
If they. Especially if they're insecure, it's all about the insecurity. These
that's your bad,
insecurity
bro.
ass niggas, exactly. But they,
That is bad because
it's
guess what? It's going to trickle down into
you exactly.
Okay, but what I'm saying is the reason why I feel like
Like,
it's ass
nice.
backwards is because to me, using this brain, not that one that they tend to use, using the one in my head, to me it makes sense. If we're gonna go back to conquering or whatever the case may be, like damn, I got that. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's a real man. That's
I
what I'm
bagged
saying.
that. So it's ass backwards to feel like, damn, I bagged that. She looks like she was hit in the fucking face with a frying pan. That wouldn't boost my ego.
First of all, it wouldn't boost your ego, but if you're a nigga and you got this bad boost that you could be seen with in the daytime, and you got this freak of a freakazoid that's willing to
Do
bust
whatever.
it wide open
That's different.
and cook you a full fucking Thanksgiving meal at 3 a.m. when you come home from the club and take your shoes off for you and everything. You're pretty bitch, yeah, she's good for you in the daytime, but this fucking beat, you know what I'm saying?
She gonna
whatever
cater
you
to
said,
every need that you
pan-faced
need.
Freakazoid at night that's doing everything that you're saying no to and I'm too tired to do, and no, I ain't getting up and cooking for you. She doing everything that you the fuck saying no. So yeah, in the daytime you make sense, and in the middle of the night when you looking for him, she makes
Making
sense.
sense.
And that's what it is. And you so caught up on her. She look at
Look
it.
at this,
She look
yep.
at that.
It ain't
Meanwhile,
even about it
look
that.
at how she look, and
Look
she
at
catering to
she-
all your
Yeah,
She
niggas'
busting
needs.
it wide open.
All your niggas needs.
Busted.
Fat,
And-
Why
ugly,
you
bullheaded,
saying
all.
no? Why
Hold
you
on,
saying
because
I
that ain't my
can't?
nigga.
What? Yes, it is. Fuck
It's
outta here.
not.
Man, look, man, don't
That's
do me.
not my
Not
nigga.
saying you in particular, but you can't be so
High
not
and mighty.
me.
Yeah.
But I
like,
feel like for you to
nah.
say that looks don't matter, that's bullshit.
It's not okay.
not
It's not about the. It's listen. Okay,
said
you're taking,
no.
but you're taking it out of
They
context.
don't.
It's
To me, you can. My sisters know me. Like for how okay. I'm not one to like toot my horn. I've been told that I'm a pretty girl, right? I feel pretty within myself, but whatever. I've been told that I'm pretty, right?
Right.
I've also been asked, based off some of the men that I'm with, why you with them? Right? Let's take Drew, for instance.
Hi,
First
Drew.
love. Everybody down to y'all was like, he's scaly. Why do you like him?
Scaly?
By the time I left him, done with him.
Nigga,
He had some of the baddest, prettiest. He got over 5 kids by some really good looking women, some really nice. But in the beginning, everybody, why? He's this, he's that. And
it's about how he treated them.
it's not only how he treat them, but how he carry himself,
Self,
type of
yeah.
nigga that he was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
But
bigger
my
than,
point is, how did we get to this man? You're looking at him from across the room.
by me
Having
not
a
just
conversation
looking
with
at her
him.
face.
No.
You don't have to. You don't have to just. Okay, you can look at the face.
No.
All right, boom.
I said you're
It goes like
looking
this.
at him.
All right, let me tell you how it goes.
I got you.
You're looking at this man.
Yep, you're looking at this.
We
man.
don't know him.
We don't.
Never met him. Didn't
Never
go to
met
school
him.
with
To me,
Nothing.
Hold on. I'm about to break it down. The way
legs bend like a little bit like that.
how he walk.
How
Do
he
he
said,
walk like a pigeon?
How
Like,
he said, Miss,
do
excuse
he
me,
open the
it.
door for you? Like, come on. Like,
Do he got his work
is
clothes
his
on?
swag right? Come on.
He came in the house and washed his hands first thing.
How's his posture?
No.
How's his posture? Is he
Never
walking with
met
straight
this
up or is he
man.
walking
He's sitting
low?
across the
Please.
room.
No.
He's sitting across the room.
You gotta be able to read, honey. You gotta be able to read.
But I'm not gonna sit here and lie like looks don't matter because they do to me.
So
Looks
yes,
matter.
So
If I'm looking, if I'm sitting in, we're somewhere, we're at a venue, wherever we are, and I'm across the room, I can't hear him. He's not even earshot. I can't hear his voice. He's sitting across the room from me. I've not even. If
You're
there's
being
nothing,
very literal. Okay, I'm assuming
No,
that she
because-
means if cute looks matter.
no.
Right?
No, but no, this is what I'm about to tell you.
I would like to
Something-
explain when y'all are done.
Something
I
has
hear
to
you.
draw you to this
That's
person.
right. You're right.
And if I've yet to
You're right.
hear you, because sometimes I like the way you sound. If I ain't seen you walk, you're sitting down.
I'ma
What
wait.
is it that if I'm scanning the room? What is it that makes you stop on this person? That's what I'm
So,
getting at.
I got-
Something
here's the
has to
deal.
draw you there.
Here's the deal, right? Here's the whole deal, and I promise you how he carry himself.
That's what I just said.
Like,
How's
first
his
of all,
posture?
Sit.
How's he
because-
yeah.
because
You're
sometimes
bugging.
no, listen.
The way
Because-
niggas sitting in a chair, what? No, you're tripping.
I know my men.
So
You're tripping.
here's the whole deal,
why I said you
right?
gotta learn how to
And
read.
niggas in
I had
Boston
a
to
father
be
that
reading.
gave me nothing but sitting and looking, and I
That's
had to
it,
go
'cause
all
they don't
day.
talk.
And no,
They don't
when it's
talk,
me,
babe.
That's
winter,
whose
winter.
problem?
My father has
No,
never
it's
given
not a
me-
problem because
not
it's
a
not
problem.
mine.
It's
This
just-
nigga never had to yell.
It's not a problem.
He
It's
never
just
had
because
to
it's not
stop
mine.
do. He had to lift his eyebrow, or he had to change his sit. Or he had to look at something, and I knew what the fuck
Family.
that meant. So
Family.
for me, I could look at any nigga absent word.
Family.
I can tell what's
And
on
know
his
if you
mind.
confident, read
Family.
us slow. Yeah.
Family. I think what is being said is looks matter. It's
Looks
just that. Let me
matter.
finish. Let me finish. I
Cute
think
looks. That's
no.
what
I didn't say cute. I didn't say
cute.
cute. I said looks matter as far as because me,
you're looking
I'm
at.
an old bitch. I can and I happen to work at a bar, and I like to be outside. I can look at you, and maybe you're not Idris Elba because that's the finest man I ever did see in my life. You're not Idris Elba, but I can see that you have your work clothes on. I can see how you are talking to people. I can see that something about you is attractive to me. Maybe you're not the finest man in the life of ever, but
But you saw
you're.
something.
But that's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying.
You saw
got that.
something.
That's all
I'm not saying that you have to be beautiful or cute or handsome, but something about you that I saw. As far as looks, because I'm looking with my eyes, I saw something that I saw that is attractive to me. I didn't say cute. I didn't say none of that shit.
Exactly.
But for me, if I see you, you might be cute enough, but something about you is attractive to me. Your skin,
that I'm looking
but
at.
it won't
I
be
got you.
is a cracker. But you are black or brown, and something about the way you talk or the way you sit or the way you look or the way you're dressed. You might not got the finest shit on, but you might got your little construction clothes on. But I could tell you just came from work, nigga.
And I could
Your
tell
hands
that
might be dirty, but they ain't
you got more
nasty.
than one
Like I
change
could,
of work clothes, nigga.
I could
Don't play with
see.
But I'm saying
The point of the
something.
matter is everybody in here had something different to describe, but it was the look. Looks matter.
Something made you stop on that man.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying.
Jesus.
That I'm saying.
I got something else. I'm gonna wait till she come back. I'm gonna give something surface because this. Because I want to know, how are we navigating? You know what? I could talk about it without her. How are we navigating dating if you have one or more children?
See, me, that's all right. That's a good question for me right now because that is where I am at right now. I am, because with me, I don't want to, all right, I have a thing where I don't want to have male company, right? I have two boys. They're 6 and 7. So, And this is based off of my experience growing up. And I don't want to have male company because of what I've witnessed, you know, with my mom and, you know, whatever. So I don't like to initiate males coming to my home and whatever. Even if we're just kicking it and chilling, like, I don't want my sons to see me interact with any other male. You know what I'm saying? Because unless it's like a serious relationship and we solidified it, whatever, but I haven't went that far. So whereas though I'm dating now, it's hard because men, for some reason, always want to come to your house. like they always
homosexual.
They always want to see
Hobosexual.
No. They have houses. Like, I'm not.
But they want to come to yours.
Yeah,
Well,
they have.
I mean, that's fair because a lot of times for me, like, we're grown now. Not to slight you at all, but we're grown now, and for me, you can't, like, a lot of these men, I don't take face value on what they say. So it's like, I appreciate you pulling up to your house and bringing me in. Just having me stand here while you get whatever, just to show me that you do live alone, right? Because we get told so many things and it's the opposite. So I
My mama stay with me.
You showing me where you live and that you do in fact live alone. For men, they too want that same assurance, and then more so, we have so many women that are unkept nowadays.
And that was another thing, too.
A lot of men want to know that they're with a woman that can keep house.
Yeah, one man, he really broke it down to me. Like, he was like,
lives a certain type of way. So they're just really wanting to see how you live.
Yeah.
More than wanting to be in your space. They just want to see how you live for real.
And I got that from
as parents, when do you see when it's safe, I guess, for lack of a better word?
So it's hard when you're a parent that's unsupported, right? Like, for me, I am a single mother that's unsupported. There's no village. And if there is, I
don't have one.
I went and got every member because no one arrived. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes time for me to do anything, I don't have hands on deck to help me with my kids at all. I don't have a supportive family that's coming together to do shit for me. I'm out here for myself. So when you're at that standpoint and you're looking to date, you have to create
routines.
You have not even routines. You have to create space for yourself because you can't honor yourself as a mother and not honor the woman that was before the mother. Mm-hmm. Right? So with that being said, you have to find a way to navigate through that because you're doing yourself a disservice by not. You can't say just because I have these kids, I'm not going to entertain men. Or I'm not
Tonto, that was
men,
on my list. How do you be a full-grown woman and still date? You're still somebody's mother, but you're still a woman.
You create that for yourself.
That's
me,
what
I firmly believe.
It goes like this. It goes like, because I don't have support of people, I'm smart with mine, right? If I know I want to entertain male company or whatever in my house, I'll do whatever my kids need for the day. We going to the park. Y'all running it out. Y'all getting tired. Ain't no naps today. Like, stay the fuck up. I know that. Y'all getting the shower. Y'all getting rubbed down. So you getting this Dr. Teal's lotion put on you because you going to a deep sleep. Goddamn. Like, and you put them to sleep. You wait an hour. Drop something in the kitchen. Make sure nobody don't wake up. They sleep cool. Call them over. Call them over. Because that's your right. You pay the bills there. And the kid's not up. And then you scared that they get up and use the bathroom or put them in your room and close the door. We chilling in here for the night. Like, no, we not fucking, but we chilling. Like, we watching TV in here. Right, if I put you in the living room, they may get up and come in here. But right now, we can chill in here. Like, that's that. Or you got a homegirl like, yo, can I bring the kids by for 3 hours, 4 hours real quick? Like, entertain your company.
Or can they stay the night? I pick them up in
chill,
the
whatever, and do that. But you have to be able to create those times for yourself because then you're going to be... The same way you grew to resent that man for changing so much about yourself for him, you're going to feel resentful in your parenting by changing so much of the woman you was before this kid to accommodate this kid. It's going to make the experience bitter.
So, and I said this
you got to stay the course.
The last time I was here, and I said this before, I feel like in order to be the best mother that you can be, you have to take care of you first.
Amen.
You have to make sure that you are happy. Children don't grow up in a happy home when mommy's not happy. No. Children don't grow up in a healthy home when mommy's not healthy. You have to take care of who you were. It's intentional. You were somebody before you had that child.
Absolutely.
You had dreams. You had a career. You had aspirations. And even outside of that, who are you? When somebody asks, or when you think about who you are, it's not, oh, I'm a mom. That's not who you are. It's not, oh, I'm a teacher. That's not who you are. Who are you? What does Jordan like to do? What does Cheyenne, Jauni, Neca, Shay? What do you like to do? Who are you? And you don't know those things when you don't take care of yourself. And your child, kids feel what you feel.
And it's a beautiful thing finding that, because that's where I'm at now. Just finding like the different aspects of who I am and what I enjoy. Because I feel like when you in a relationship for so long and it goes bad and it's like toxic, and then like y'all end you or whatever, just throughout the relationship you'll lose yourself. You'll lose the part of like, all right, am I strong? Am I this? Like, am I this happy girl that likes to go out still? Like, cause you know you'll be shunned by all the emotions, so you'll start portraying something that you're not. Like, for a long time I was, you know, I'm a bitch regardless. I'm all the time.
Right now,
you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I know when and when not to be a bitch. But throughout when dealing with who I was dealing with for so long, I was a bitch all day, nonstop. Like, you couldn't get me out of being not a bitch, because that's just how I felt internally, going home, like, uncomfortable. So it's like that's what I was always going to portray. But once that energy left, it was like, I'm actually happy. Like, okay, like, I like this space. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Like, you start to just develop, just know a whole bunch of, like, you know, your whole new brain now. And it's like you're just finding yourself. Yeah, that's fine.
You're never going to be who you were before you had that kid.
No, you're going to be stronger.
You will never be that person again.
And also, it's like, when, just to speak to what you say, like, you have to take care of yourself. Like, even the moms, like myself, because I have to speak for us, that have somebody there, you know, it's exhausting sometimes because somebody is there, but you still carry the weight of that household or the family, and it's not to take away from, you know, your partner, but that's what it is. Period. You know what I'm saying? Whether they know what it is to do, or I don't know, they have their own trauma. You know what I'm saying? Like, as the mom, you are the one that has to push through. You are expected to. You know what I'm saying? And for me, like, that's who I am. I'm the wife, I'm the mother. And I also, you know, have my business. So my focus is pretty much on those three areas most of my time, not me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I come last, and I came to a point in life where it was just like, I'm literally broken. But I have somebody here. You know what I'm saying? I have, quote unquote, finances, if you will, but I'm still broken. It can still happen. You have to take care of yourself. You have to know when to tap the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And it took for me to go to therapy, because I just couldn't understand why. Yeah, shout out therapy. I couldn't understand why, if I had everything that, quote unquote, society told me that I should have, why do I still feel broken? Why do I still feel without, lost, or whatever the case may be? And now, you know, for me, like, most people probably wouldn't know that I have these feelings, because that's not how I carry myself. You know what I'm saying? But I'm true to myself, with myself. I don't have to be true to everybody else, but I'm true to myself. And that's what brought me to therapy. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, sometimes you have to remove yourself. And literally, that's what my therapist told me. Because I'm who I am and the life I have or whatever, like, you have to remove yourself now. You have to remove yourself now, because you are so caught up in your world, you can't take a second for you. So you got to get out of there to be able to deal with yourself. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that's how it happens.
This means I'm listening, but I have
something to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talking stick.
Yeah.
Okay, we created it.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah.
The talking Newport. Are we putting on airs? Not you personally, but you brought up something that other people see me as this.
Right.
Do we feel like we need to put on airs? Like, Do we need to make it look like
That's
So-
personal to an individual.
No.
I wasn't saying, but
'Cause
yes,
to
it
me,
is. It's personal.
I'll bleed all over this room and not give a shit about it. Like, it depends. I don't care.
like to look strong, to
Right.
look
Yeah.
no.
For me, it took me a while to
I have
get
to be strong. I don't care to look strong. It's just what
Being
what the world
strong is
going to
accepting
be.
that you need help. It's accepting that you're not perfect.
I wanna present how I sometimes feel to the world, but it's not fair to people to get that all the time, right? Because no one deserves to deal with your shit. So you as an individual have a responsibility to hold your shit together to some capacity too.
Right.
So aside from me arriving as a responsible individual in society, that's as much as I care to present. Outside of that, I don't care to create a facade or ears or whatever it is. What it is, I'm a real woman that goes through real problems, and I deal with real life.
Real life.
And I look for like-minded individuals.
And do it.
Right.
For that reason, I'm unwavering because I want, if me and you are dealing with each other, for it to be genuine. And the only way it's going to be genuine is if I'm arriving as my genuine self.
You
And
arriving
then
as
if you're not,
yeah.
how am I to hold you accountable if I'm doing the same that you're not?
Exactly.
I can only be or hold you accountable if I am of the greater than the latter. You know what I'm saying? So you can't. But when it comes to like, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Because this is like back to kind of what you were saying about therapy. So I just wanted to go ahead, just finish your thought.
No, go ahead.
I wanted to speak like on like, yes, therapy is good. I'm not going to take away from therapy, but whereas though right now I'm finding that a lot of black women or women in general just having trouble with finding therapists. I think we should really take a step back.
Speak it, sis.
Because no, I've been trying to find a therapist for like almost like 5 months, and it's really crazy how you really cannot find one. So the fact that I couldn't find one, I had to look within myself and figure out, all right, we know that there's some healing that needs to be done. We know that there's some shit that ain't right with you. I'm talking about myself. Like, you know, that some shit ain't right with me and things that you don't want to keep portraying to other people. So when you start to come to all of those realizations and you start to seek out the help and you can't find it, that's when you have to dig a little deeper and do it yourself. When I say do it yourself, I mean you have to cut off the world in an aspect, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Not in a no way where as though
just you.
exactly
Just you.
just yourself. Not in a way where you're sitting there and you're shunning out everybody that you love, but in the respect you send those texts, you'll just be like, listen, I'm not in the mood. I can't be there. I'm not emotionally available. Whatever you got to say to shut them out just at the moment, just tell them you got to be with self. Right. Exactly, because it's about yourself. And you're not ever going to get to that point to where as though you're fully healed or you forget about everything that has happened to you, but you'll figure out a way to move forward. You'll figure out what works best for you. And that is what self-healing is all about to me, because like you don't have the outside source of telling you which way to go, what you should do, how you should move, or what your mind is. Sometimes these I'm not taking away from therapists again, but sometimes they have a way of changing your way of thinking. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes that's not the right way you should be thinking. It's just it's a form of manipulation, I feel like.
Invalidating how you feel.
Exactly, and creating it to something else. So you just have to stick and be true to yourself. Like, how do you really feel, and how do you really want to move forward in life? Like, what do you want to do? How do you want to be? Who do you want people to look at you as? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, what do you
want to be remembered?
Exactly. Yeah. That's it. Because when you go, and they're gonna just remember you as, oh, that mean ass little girl that she always had her at. Like,
yeah.
Nah.
And I feel like the whole being strong thing, it's toxic.
It is
because now, so I had my son in 2019, and by then we were in the age of Instagram and social media, and now a lot of it is the snapback culture, and you know, like the moms on social media, the moms that don't, people on social media are only going to show you what they want you to see.
Exactly.
They're not
first though. Like, we gotta scale that back because, you know, this whole that speaks to me, that whole like this being strong thing, because really, like, what came first, the horse or the cart? You know what I mean? Like,
the chicken.
I'm saying that in a sense.
what came first? Like, did strength show up first, and then a person have to like meet it, or did a person have to become something, and they said that's strength?
I'm saying that to say that for me, it didn't play a role in the way that I felt. I was able to acknowledge, okay, I'm struggling with these emotions. I'm struggling with my body image. I'm struggling with these things. I was able to acknowledge that. But there are people out there who allow other people, what other people portray to, they feel like that's what they should be doing. That's how they should feel. That's how they should look. And for me, it wasn't an issue. I was very much able to say, I'm dealing with postpartum depression, and I need that help, or I'm having these feelings and they're bigger than me.
I'm grateful that the feelings that I have, because they allowed
you to say that. But everybody doesn't have that, or some people allow what you see, what you consume in the media to be how they feel like things should be. And I feel like that's a problem, because to me, being strong is being able to say that you're struggling and being able to say that you need that help. Our whole family is women. Everybody had a different experience, one pregnancy to the next. I had that space where I could say, hey, like, something ain't right. Like, I need, or just feeling comfortable enough to talk to my provider, whomever, exactly. But being strong, like, some people allow what you see to think, like, oh, being strong is fitting back into my jeans and my baby's only 4 weeks old. It ain't. Being strong, or being a mother, or being strong is not feeling tired or not feeling like.
I want to ask a question based off of what you're saying. I want to know everybody, because to me, strong is strong, like, you know what I'm saying, but everybody has a definition of what strength look like. So what are you getting at?
I'm not getting mad.
What happened?
Like, because this thing is annoying to me.
What's annoying? The strength talk? Because I get it.
Because it's like, there's people that choose it, and then there's that's been forced upon you based off of a lacking of something else.
And
right?
So
it's
kind
like
of that's not true.
Not everybody chooses strength. Sometimes
it's forced upon you. You have to.
It's what you have to be to survive, right? Because that's me. I don't want to be this thing all the time, but life doesn't allow me to be nothing else, because I'm not gonna break, right? And I'm not gonna cower.
There's a gray area, though, right?
Yeah, there's a gray area. Like, I'm human like everybody else, but it's just who I am. The vulnerable parts of me, I'm not gonna give to anybody.
You're not gonna show that,
and I'm not gonna be so forthcoming. I'm honest about it. I could tell you I have them. Like, I cry like everybody else. I fall apart.
But she's not gonna show it.
You do what?
I'm not giving it to just anybody. Like,
you cry?
See that,
right?
But
you got tear ducts.
When everybody say like strength and all of these things, like, a lot of us women, I'll speak for like us women. A lot of the women that are strong, not necessarily, we don't choose to be that way. It's life circumstances, because if I grew up taken care of, I wouldn't have this or exude this strength. But it's because I didn't have certain things, and I had to do it for myself, and through that, you
didn't have a choice.
Yeah, it built internal muscle. So with that, yes, I'm like a fucking bodybuilder when it comes to life experience, where I've been through shit, and I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger to life, right? Physically, no, but on the inside, for the shit that I've been through, for the shit that life has given me, that I've overcome, I am like
muscle man. Yeah.
So I didn't choose that, but life worked me the fuck out. So as it is, this is who I am.
Yep.
So when you speak strength from somebody that has to be that by way of profession, by way of my life, by way of everything. Ask me if I chose it. No, I would have wanted to be a taken care of girl like you,
a kept woman.
I I want to be a kept woman. I want to be a woman that
I'm not gonna
I
sit
feel
here and
like-
say I'm a kept woman.
No, I wouldn't say that you're kept, but I'm just saying for how you
were raised.
For how you say that you grew up. Mm-hmm. If you asked me, I would have chosen that.
Yeah.
It sounds like you were safe, you were taken care of, you were
Emotionally-
cared for in emotionally ways that I can't even think of because I've never had it.
Right.
So if you ask me what I would have chosen for myself, it's definitely not strength. I would have chosen to be a regular
To be
girl like
able to
everybody
be
else.
vulnerable.
I would have chose to be a girl that can arrive weak like everybody else. I would have chose to be a girl that can go to somebody and express a need like everybody else. But I've been conditioned to not even go to somebody with the shit that I need because of how they react to what I need. So it's like, nope, keep it to yourself and get it for yourself.
But that's also a mental thing.
So it's a lot that goes into the strong girl. We don't choose it.
We don't choose it, but at the end of the day, it's a mental thing is what I'm learning. Because for a lot of the time, for a while, I wasn't the strong girl. Like, you get what I'm saying? I wasn't the strongest one. Or I always felt like the weakest one. I cried a lot. Like, I always showed my emotions. Like,
babies.
yeah, no, whatever. I always showed my emotions, like, on my sleeve. Like, you could just see it. But now I feel like I have to dial that back. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, there's only so much you can show, whereas those, like, all right, she's weak or she's strong. You get what I'm saying? If you show your emotions.
I feel like there's no room for either one.
I feel like as a person who never cries, that just ain't in me. Like, it takes a very strong person to allow themselves to be that vulnerable. And you might not feel that way because you were that vulnerable person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might feel like it because we're looking at it from two different perspectives.
Exactly.
You're looking at it thinking like, damn, I wish I could be like that. And I'm looking at it thinking, damn, I wish I could be like that.
No, because because of the way you're saying it is like, okay, for my sister, I always looked at her as like the strongest woman in the world. Like, my older sister, her. So I always
say she's not the oldest.
I'm sorry.
Older. She said older.
My older.
She said oldest.
Oh, sorry.
I did.
Sorry.
But my older,
I caught it.
one of my older sisters, I always looked at her as like one of the strongest women in the world. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because for a lot of the times when I was younger, she didn't show the weaker side of her. Like, you get what I'm saying? She would never show that she was like hurting or anything. And I seen, like, for me, growing up with me and her, I seen her take a lot of shit, like when it came to my father and my mother. So I never seen her break. So for me, that was inspirational because whereas
as the oldest.
Shut up, I'm talking.
I'm just saying that was inspirational to me.
So
Tell me to shut up. I'm the oldest.
Oh,
Let my baby
child.
Okay, we on the camera.
With Han
okay?
the hair.
I'm the oldest, all right? I said I feel the same way.
I'm the baby.
God damn.
As
The
y'all
oldest,
see.
pero the smallest.
You know,
Yeah, pero.
exactly.
All right.
You know.
It's a baby.
But yeah, that was always an inspiration to me, how she never broke. And I was always like, my mother say anything to me and I'm like, you know, so it was like, it was like, I want to be like that, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like,
Ain't
it's
the
like you
grass
said,
always greener on the other
I was
side?
gonna say, I wish I could be like you.
And to speak to that, right, there's a choice to be made because with that, I have to admit that I'm so sensitive, right, that there had to be a choice that had to be made because those people, our parents, those words had the power back then to break me.
They did.
So at that point, I had to make a decision. This is when
That's why I said it was a mental thing.
Fight or flight kick in when you say
It's
to
a mental
yourself-
thing. That's why I
when
kept
you say
saying
to
that.
yourself, do you choose to break or do you say, y'all can kill me, but I won't fucking break
And that's
you.
what I
And
had
here's
to
the
learn.
thing,
Right?
like,
I'll
yo,
die in this moment
and literally,
fucking
right?
here, but y'all
They
won't
always
take this.
they
Like,
always
whatever
say,
this
like,
thing- this thing
even
is,
me to this
you'll
day,
make
the
it,
second
I'll-
child, something's
I'll
wrong with
die.
them. Like something, no, that's you. Yeah,
You're a second child? No wonder why.
Look, the second child, something is. I jokingly said something's wrong. Nothing is wrong because my sister is the second child, and I promise you, as the oldest, because I always say it. Like, no, I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest. Like, I stand on it, like, because I am, you know, because these are my babies. However,
Them second children be them
this
no
one
no
right
limit
here,
soldiers.
this one right here,
No, for real.
I've learned so much from her.
Oh, God.
You understand what I'm saying? And so you have to sometimes be humble enough to learn from the people who are quote unquote under you, if you will. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be 40, and I promise you, through our conversations, yeah,
40.
Through our conversations, I hear her constantly do some of the stuff that she says, and it's from that I get my strength. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the oldest, so that is, you know, we have to really think about that,
And
right?
I feel her.
And you
because
have to.
She and I are right here.
You
so
have
I
you have
feel
to
her.
know that, because some people feel like because, you know, I'm here, I can't learn from here.
Yeah, exactly.
And guess what? Just in your mind, you're here, and they're here. But literally, it's like this.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I
or
wish
it's like
I could
this.
be like strong enough to emote like that, to cry at any like that, and I'm not. And she's looking at us like, I wish I could hold it all together. And that's not what you know what I'm saying?
I just don't feel the freedom to release in that
And
way
that's the
in
thing
front of
right
anyone.
there. Did you
I
see?
won't-
It's the freedom thing,
I'm not
because
gonna do that
that's where
because
I'm at
for me,
now.
it's like,
Yep.
why?
Garrett, for what?
Because I
What
know
am I gonna get
how
out of
I
it?
present, because based off how people tell me, there's some people that want that from me. That, you know, you have the friend that brings you the, girl, did you see what he just posted on Facebook? You ain't seen.
They
he
wanna
just
see you
had-
break.
he
They
just- I
wanna
had a
see the
female
emotional-
around me like that wanted to see
Some
vulnerability in me.
yes.
So she'd bring me so
So
much
much-
problem, and then try to work behind my back to try to create like
More.
like just
Anything
fucking
to break you down.
wicked
Yes.
shit in my life.
Yes.
But my shit's so divine, right? It's
Okay.
like, girl, you could never, right?
so
But I had
solid,
somebody like
like-
that really tried to like see me weak in that way. So it's like there's so many people that want to see you broken that it's like you got to be poker faced out here, because it's like, why are you telling me this?
Right.
And that's the question you ask yourself. You say,
Why?
is based off the presentation, is this because you genuinely want me to know for my understanding? Or is it because
You
you're
want me
trying
to
to
get
wanna
some
see
emotion.
how
You wanna
good
see
You want
me
some
go.
emotion out of
I'm
me.
going to go about
Exactly.
handling what you just said, and if it's gonna give you that thing you're hoping
You're
to
looking
see.
for.
And it's
You know,
like,
like, fuck you, bitch.
nope.
Ooh.
And that discernment comes in a
Amen.
millisecond for me. That discernment comes in a millisecond for me, because in my life,
You don't
like,
have my best interest at heart.
no man is
Ever.
gonna hurt me worse than my father has
did.
ever. And there's no woman in this life that's gonna be shadier to me than my mother has. So
Amen.
y'all got a good time out here with trying, but that
Trying harder,
that
bitch.
discernment comes in
You
a
couldn't
millisecond
even-
second.
You
and
you could never.
You could
you could be
never.
in 20 feet away. I seen you.
Okay?
20 feet away.
Seen you before you
away.
seen you before you was coming.
I felt
you.
your wicked shit.
Sister,
Like,
where
I
you
felt
at?
your wicked
Seen
shit.
you before you was
Yeah,
coming.
so it's like you could never.
You could never.
You could never.
Ooh, she said.
And they hate when they can't get underneath your skin.
Oh,
Child.
They hate that. They hate that when they
They can
can't.
go
They
crouch in
can't.
the corner.
Yeah, that they can't even. You know,
And all the while, you
dig up
still
an emotion.
You still giving off light, because it's just what you
It's
are.
just who you
You
are.
still giving resources. You still being love, because that's what you are. Like, love.
and
is
you still
always
giving
love,
off
baby.
love.
Love is
Regardless,
always
you
love.
can.
It never-
I'll
that's
take
what
all the
never
hate.
changed. That's
I'll
what
take
never
all the hate
changed.
in the world, and
They
I'll still
wonder
be
why
giving the
she
love.
still-
And they'll be like, "Why is she? How is she still giving love?" And all of these
still
people hate
invited,
her.
Bitch, come watch. Come have fun with us.
Okay.
Yeah, come.
still
Come
invited
on.
to
You know
the
what you
show.
did. Come on. Like,
I know what you did. We all know what you
yeah,
did. Let's
come
go.
on.
Let's go.
It's always love. 'Cause
Please.
A
Yeah.
full-on testimony.
All right, TT over here.
A full-on testimony. I'm gonna smoke y'all out, but
Like that pack I in.
listen.
Take it.
What's the youngest / oldest you're gonna date at your age right now? We're all of different. We're all different ages right now. I'm gonna try to keep it light because you know I can go dark real quick with these pedophile ass niggas and these
Grass on the
pedophile and these,
field, I'm playing ball.
and
No
these pedophile with these
Complete with the
pedophile
table
niggas and these pedophile bitches. We trying to keep it light. I'm gonna try to keep it light with the pedophile girls and boys. But what's the youngest and oldest we're gonna date
We going
at
round
the
on this,
age.
or we just throwing
We
it
going
out
round.
there?
We going round. We gonna start with light skin. That one,
I'm
not
about
that
to
one.
say which one.
They'll both.
She said which
That
one.
light skin on each end. What we doing? I think looking at this thing, we look the same. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's only because it's winter.
Yeah, no, but I'm just gonna say, looking on
She
the
said 'cause
screen,
it's
we all
winter.
look about
Yeah.
that, but okay.
I put on Tonto shirt. I'm gonna blend right in.
I'm not like. I'm
Yes,
like
you
right
are.
now, because it's winter.
Okay.
Because of winter, you need some vitamin D. Oh shit.
My bad.
I can't really speak on the age of
That's the
like
light. You the
what
light,
I'm
bitch.
not gonna like the age of how old and how young, because it's about substance. Like, what do you mentally have? Like, you know, like what can
It
you?
is, but you said you was 27.
I'm 27.
Are you okay? You 27. You gonna date a 24 or 23?
I mean, it depends.
How about
I mean,
21?
No.
Okay.
See,
there's a
okay,
limit.
there is a limit. All right.
When I sleep with him, no.
There, you know,
It is.
we're
Provocative.
sisters. We're definitely sisters.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
What was the
are we
question?
doing,
Was
though?
the question date?
What is the
Talk
purpose
to?
here?
What was the
doing
question?
here?
All right. I guess it's.
Are we dating or
all
fucking?
of it? So are we?
Would you date?
fucking, dating,
Talk to.
marrying?
Get some money out
The
of.
idea of being a cougar like tickles my fancy.
Me too.
So, because
You
I'm
too.
a woman
Yeah.
Married
that
woman.
loves,
Exactly.
like, I like control. I like dominance. I like you.
Look at her. She's
can
a
tell.
whole Leo out here. Just
Understand,
understand
like,
that.
The hierarchy of
A whole
like,
Leo.
I love that.
She's the
So,
king of the jungle,
if
y'all.
there's
Okay.
a young man that's willing to call me Miss Logan behind
Did you say behind your throne?
behind my
Miss
door,
Logan, if
Oh, I
you
thought you said behind my
nasty.
throne.
Behind her throat.
If he's
Yo.
willing to adhere to
Throat.
all my cougar fantasies, right, and play into those, I may entertain the youngin because it's like I too have like fantasies and things
All right, what's
that
too
I
young?
like to play
Fair.
out.
What's too young?
What's too
How
young?
old are you and what's too young?
That's tough because I have a
How old
son.
are you?
I have a son.
I don't care.
How
it's
old
like-
are you and what's too young?
I'm
I don't
33,
care.
and
And
what's
what's
too
too
young? I don't think I would.
Is 21 too young?
Yes, I wouldn't sleep.
Get girl, look, I'm waiting for my turn. I'm waiting for my turn.
To me, I am the youngin. So anything younger
why I
than
need to have to
me
get in the
is
relationship,
too
too.
young. I'm 24.
So here's the whole
what's
deal,
too
right?
What's hold on, wait, let me backtrack. So too young would be probably 21. As a man, as a woman who dates men, 21.
How old are you?
Would you sleep with a
24.
Would you sleep with a 21-year-old?
Yes.
But you wouldn't date him.
No.
See what I'm saying?
What's too old?
What's too?
40. I'm not going over 40.
No,
And
because I had an experience.
They are they are fine.
I had an experience
and they
with
will. But
mid-30s.
I have.
You ain't ready, yes.
I'm not.
I had an
Know
experience.
your lane. That's
Whatever.
it.
I had an
Exactly. And
experience
that's
with
another thing, too.
mid-30.
You gotta know
and
your
he
lane, your
he
mentality, all of that.
I had an experience with mid-30, and it was like the shoe was on the other foot. I was.
Taking
Dominant.
this all
Yes.
This guy
the
trying.
wheels fall off. I'm on life support. Like, you know what I'm
Here's
saying?
the whole
Like,
deal.
I got you.
And now guys are willing to fly you out everywhere, and I'm like,
Like,
That's what I'm saying.
I'm-
Get money.
I'm like, I'm scared to fly out anywhere.
money
Like,
out
I don't
of,
want to fly
date,
out yet.
have
No,
sex
I'm
with-
flying. I will fly. I want to fly out.
You want to get food out?
What?
No. I don't want to get food out. I want to fly out.
You want to get food out?
I'm not doing nothing.
You want to fly out?
They
You
are
want
asking me.
No, you're not going.
Oh, okay.
You want to get?
I want them to pay for
She
it.
said, I hate to have to smack you.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
You
But I'm not. I need to go to my own hotel.
That was okay.
Uh,
Put food out.
Okay. Look,
See, married woman.
no,
Excuse
but
me.
no, bitch. No, sorry.
Ooh.
See,
Excuse me,
you
married
see, don't, cause she tried to fucking.
She tried to swat you,
And let the
Nessa.
sisters fight.
Yeah, you know, she tried to downplay my shit.
woman.
She tried to downplay me.
Right
Look, there's a TTs over here. Look, it's the TTs. Hold on, I got the mic. No, sir. No, but again, as a married woman, I'm 18.
Is there an age difference between you and your husband?
She's the devil.
Listen,
Cradle
here's the whole
robber.
deal. Here's the whole
Mesa.
deal. No.
Is
Let me
there an age
finish.
gap between you and your husband?
I just saw
A year.
all
Who,
her
you?
friends. Do not. Your sons are not
Little
safe.
brothers.
Oh no, your sons are safe.
No, they're not. She said what she said.
I'm not gonna fuck my friend's sons.
She said what she
Even though
said.
he's 18?
Yes, that's what I'm not gonna. Someone else's, yeah, I will.
Hire NASA,
Football practice.
your friendly neighborhood child care provider.
That's legal. That's legal.
18 is legal.
It's legal.
18
It's legal.
Child from Georgia, the age of consent is like 16. What you saying?
No, because I'm not.
A
No.
strong 18 with a strong back.
No.
I got a picture of
You bitches, I hate y'all.
coming off the football field.
Tar, dark, and
I
handsome.
did.
Tar,
Oh,
dark, and
Because
handsome.
that. No. Okay, so here's the thing.
Carry his book bag. Carry his book bag full of his algebra books.
What you're not gonna do
With the varsity
is
jacket
cut me
on.
short.
How you doing?
That's what y'all not gonna do is cut me short.
How you doing,
So
baby?
first of all,
How you
Bye.
doing?
first of all, I said 18 because that's the legal age. Did you say a Buick? I can't. I'll throw up. Anyway, you said I'm gonna pull up. No, but here's the deal. But here's the deal. I said 18. Yo, I really hate them. I really hate them.
Well,
She
But
got
I
the
said
extra
18
rolls
because
in
that's
the
the legal
bag.
age.
Steven, how you doing?
No, bye.
Okay.
I said 18 because that's the legal age. However, you have to possess a certain level of maturity.
Je ne sais
Let me know
quoi.
when it's time to fuck
For you? Yeah, go ahead.
Let me know when it's time. Go ahead.
Okay, no, let me finish then. Okay.
Alright.
Go ahead,
'Cause y'all
Mama.
got all these ad-libs or whatever. So I said 18 only because that's the legal age limit.
If I
Damn.
could go younger, I would.
No. I was saying that to say
By law,
by law
I'm allowed to.
I'm allowed to, yes.
Stop.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that I would.
No,
What
I'm
would
asking
you have
what
to-
would. I'm
would
asking
you?
what you would.
I don't know. So here's the thing. I don't know what age. And I'm going to tell you this is why. Because people mature differently. Period. And that's what I'm looking for. I need to know where your mind is.
You're not looking for anything because you're married.
Again, if I'm not married, bitch,
Say
let's
that.
talk about
Say
it.
that, bitch. You
I don't
said,
need to
I'm
say
looking
that.
for it.
What
said
you
I'm
looking for?
looking for
I'm
it.
not looking to please you. Bye. Okay? I'm looking to answer the question. Now, here we go. Since I'm the married woman, everyone comes down on me, so here we go.
Just say if you're not.
There's a
Take it away.
baby coming, bro.
It is. It is.
It's okay. Cool. You're not married. You're 39 going on
40.
You would. I'm asking what would you fuck with? You said you would fuck with an 18-year-old?
At 39.
I mean, it's.
Come on,
I don't know. Shut up. I don't know. I mean, these 18-year-olds. I don't know. I just said 18 because that's legal.
To
I
Nessa's
need to
point,
make
she hasn't had to
sure.
think about it in a while.
I haven't. And you know, I said 18. Whatever. Again, like I said 18 because that's the legal age. And not for nothing, people mature differently.
Stand on it, shit. 18,
I am.
fuck that,
Exactly.
18.
That's what I said.
Is it my turn?
No.
All right, sorry.
Whoa.
Because you keep pulling like, bitch, let me finish. I know you are. Go ahead.
Take your red cup.
So I can respond.
Because I'm dying.
Go ahead.
Diabolical.
She is shaking the table.
It is not.
This bitch is shaking the table.
You're stupid.
So, let me know if you are 39 going on 40. I'm 40. Shout out the 40 Club. But
They sleep right now.
you know what?
That
I know
bitch
it's
is
past my
like
bedtime,
7 p.m.
but whatever. I'm gonna bring it personal.
Go ahead.
My age, my baby,
My son.
my age
My
is
son.
18, and he is going to fuck with a 39-year-old / 40-year-old woman. You are with that. You are not going to have a problem with that.
If that was my son,
So
you can't date her, but you could definitely go lay pipe over
this
there.
is what I'm saying.
I'm finna tip her out
But
the
this
chair.
is what I'm saying.
Kids, I'm asking.
This is what I'm saying. Like, you have to understand where you
Young
are.
man.
You got to understand where they are.
You have to be real with these young men. Let him know.
Period. And I talk to my
That
son
woman
about
has
this all the
needs,
time
and
because I know
she's
this is something he's
attracted
going
you,
to
you're
encounter.
attracted to her, like,
You understand what I'm saying? And this
so
is
they
why I
think
say
she's way
what
out
I
of your
say.
league, but you want
You cannot, because I have encountered some real immature.
Reference letter.
I hate you.
Not the cover letter.
I have encountered some real immature grown ass men, and I have encountered some real mature grown ass men at my age of 39. You understand what I'm
You
saying?
okay with 18 fucking with a 40-year-old bitch?
Don't choke, sister.
I mean,
Not that you could tell him what to do, but you be
this
okay
is
with
what
it
I'm saying.
in your heart.
In my heart, if she present herself accordingly, yes, because to me, like, as long as you're of legal age, I don't see a problem. I honestly do not. TC, because you know we definitely disagree. on
Yes, we do.
various
And I love everybody here to death,
as
but
long as
I'm
my baby
telling
is not
you,
going to,
at 18, whether it's a girl child or a boy child, fucking a 39 or 40-year-old woman, and I get wind of it, I might not put hands and feet to her. I'm going to have a problem with it. Even sexually, there is nothing, just because it's legal doesn't mean it's moral. Or
And
just
again,
because it's legal doesn't mean it's
that's why I
okay.
said, and that's why I
And
said,
It was legal to have
if
slaves.
you're
that's
mature,
that's what I'm saying. Just because it's legal doesn't mean it's okay.
right,
So if
And again,
it's
did you hear
legal to fuck with, let's say if age was a girl, if you got wind of your 18-year-old girl child fucking with a 40-year-old man, are we having a problem? I think
It's possible to be
here's the
to
thing.
right now. It's possible to be your age and have an 18-year-old. Yes. So for a woman to
Say
walk
your age again.
me, I
said my age?
I said your. I'm saying I can't have an 18-year-old child at my age, but I'm saying like right now for an adult a woman who would be considered my peer to walk into my house, I feel like it would be
that's why
predatory.
you're not walking in my
Hold
house.
on. It would be predatory to me in the sense that because at 18 you're not an adult. Let's face it. What
Legally.
does my baby have to offer you? What is it about this child? What do they have to offer you as a 40-year-old woman?
I'ma die.
What does this 18-year-old have to give you besides young pipe? Nothing. So why my baby? Like, why a baby? There's men out there your age that are very youthful.
Even 20-something,
right.
30-something.
They're
If you
right.
40, if you a 40-year-old bitch,
But
You could get you a 20-something, 30-something.
Too, of guess what? You can say whatever you want to say to people because again, not that I am going to be fully okay with it.
Right.
It's legal, so there's really nothing that I can say, and that's my point in saying 18. Like for me, I don't know how old you are when we encounter until I ask you, or until you tell me. But if you present yourself mature enough to carry on a conversation with me, or, whatever the case may be, like wherever we are, maybe not sexual, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I have to connect with you. If I can't connect with you,
and how
nothing's
can you
going to
connect
happen.
as someone that's 40, man or woman? How can you connect with an 18-year-old?
And
I
that-
don't even want to fuck an 18-year-old man. I don't.
And
give a
that's
shit
you. And that's you
how-
because guess what? You had a different walk of life than I have. Period. So your perspective is very different. But I'm telling you that I've seen relationships like that, and I've seen them prosper. Period. Like for me, I'm not putting an age limit on love. I'm not. Period. I mean, if it's legal, if it's illegal, that's a different situation. But if the age limit permits, I'm not the person to put.
What could be the most? I'm asking, and this is just my opinion, like we expressed.
Mhm.
My opinion is, at 40, I have nothing in common with an 18-year-old, no matter how mature they are.
And that's very possible, Jauni. I'm not saying that it's not. Because more than likely, I probably will not relate to somebody who's 18. But because they are legal, that's the age that I said. It's legal. I don't know. You don't know who you're going to encounter. You don't know who these people are. So legally, 18. That's my age, yeah.
Stand on what you said.
That doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to connect with them for it to work. But legal, I have to be in the legal sense for me. Period. First and foremost. What?
We getting real up in here.
I don't even know.
Real up in
She just looked up.
No, but she did that. But I know
just
her.
caught the last sentence. I don't even know.
I'ma die.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna die.
I mean, and not for nothing, like, if my son come home and say he's dating or, you know, there's a 40-year-old woman who likes him, I'm definitely going to question it. I'm going to question it. Mm-hmm. However, he's legally able to do it. So that does not mean that I'm going to, you know, I'm not going to put up too much, you know, I'm not going to fucking barricade him. I'm not. That's not what I'm going to do.
I don't want to take it there.
You can't stop him.
I don't want to take it there, but I just stand on what you said. I can't. You're not gonna see what I'm saying, and I damn sure I'm not gonna see what you're saying as far as that's concerned.
And that's why we are speaking freely, because TT stuff.
That's still my baby.
He will always be my
I'm talking about you.
That's your baby, but TT stuff got wind that 18-year-old Age or Aiden or Romeo or Messiah or Devin is fucking with a 40-year-old. I'm not going to overstep because I'm just a TT. I'm going to have
you got a full reign.
You going to work for this young
You have full reign because you understand
you
that I'm not
deal
cool
with a crazy
with that.
fucking mother. You
No,
can have
and
them.
let's be very clear.
Make it past this
let's
level
be very
of
clear.
difficult.
I don't play them games when it comes to my son.
And we know she don't play about age.
When I tell you I don't play about my son, I don't play about him. So it don't matter what age you are. This is what I'm saying. Like, I don't care how old you are. You are not gonna play with my child.
But 40-year-old bitch kind of has an advantage.
She does, and this is what I'm saying. And realistically, yes, she does, and I know that. But at the same time, I cannot control that. There's nothing that I can say once it's a legal age. I can voice my opinion as much as I want. But as far as my son, I can't say anything.
The question was, what would you?
What would I do? Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And again, I don't know how old people are once you first meet them. You know what I'm saying? But if we
So you're vibing with somebody, loving it here,
here's
and
the
then
thing.
you find out the age. What do you do?
Ooh.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Because I'm not on the dating scene. You know what I'm saying? But I encounter people who are
And the
young.
universe does things for a reason. Like, have her be married because
I
she
think
doesn't
like
need
this.
to be out here on the prowl. You understand me? And the universe does shit like...
Look at her eyes, like we going somewhere with this.
No, we just went somewhere.
I'm
Did
fucking
you not
dead.
go there?
I was there.
The
We
fuck,
went
yo,
together.
Not me of me taking you. You know what I mean? You was
No.
on the rocket
Yeah.
for a second.
We went together.
Right, we went there. So, with that being said, everything happens for a reason, and we have to thank the universe and my brother-in-law and protecting this beast nonetheless, because this is a wild beast.
Get her off the streets.
And if she didn't have a handler, God knows what we'd be dealing
What the
with.
hell she would be doing?
This is what
handler?
bitch,
Yes.
this is what I just said.
She said a handler.
Single me is a problem. I am looking for a handler. Like, please, somebody gain control over this, because I'm all like, somebody needs to just reel me on in, because
So
I don't need to be out here for too long, because
okay, so right. Okay,
I'm a
so
lot
here's
of
the
woman.
deal. Now, here's the
I'm
deal.
a lot of woman, and I feel like I need to be
I'm just trying
tamed
to understand.
by the realest of the real. And
No, really,
no.
I'm trying to because the age thing really fucks with me. No, seriously. Because like, if the person is 18, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess from 18 to 40, 39, whatever, it's a huge age gap. Yes.
To me, I feel like I couldn't
the whole
do.
age thing. It just age or what have you. Like, for me, it's whatever.
That don't mean it's cool, though. But to me, I feel like even though I'm not far removed, I'm far removed from 18. I'm 24. It's pretty far. But,
You think?
yeah, far.
Well,
And
I will tell you this, but
and
some people,
life
it's not.
experience because you
that
have a
is
child.
exactly what I was
And life
about
experience.
to
And
say.
this is what I'm
Because
That
saying.
is
you have a
exactly where I was
Then
going
you
with
saying
it.
exactly what I'm
surpassed
saying.
the
So that's because you're a female. You
You're
have a child.
You're 24, freshly graduated, or living your life, doing whatever, not a care in the world. It may be permissible for you. You may have more things in common with that person, but that is exactly what I was getting at. Me as somebody who's 24, I have a 2-year-old. I'm not there. I'm not there. We don't have anything to discuss, and that's what I feel like. It's me right now at 24 saying that. So imagine someone at 39. What do you have?
But a good time, because that's what I'm looking for at 39.
That's
because
fucking.
and not for nothing,
Okay.
right? Women biologically, we like think
trying to
about
understand.
things like from a biological standpoint. And between certain ages, like our sex,
Come
our
on now,
sex
because
shit
I'm here.
revs up. And at 40, where she's revved up biologically in her time, that 18-year-old and is right
Is
there
what
with
she
her.
needs.
And not for nothing, the man of her time is experiencing ED right now. So biologically, what does that say? Perfect way to merge into this, right? We got so many ass eaters nowadays. I don't know if it's a safe space for this. This is not my podcast.
stuff
I
just
can afford to
re-entered
be
the
kicked
room.
off. Let me
Ass
finish.
eating was on
Shut your
my-
filthy mouth.
Shut
This is
up.
my segue. My segue, not
Ass
yours.
eating was on
My
my
segue.
list.
Listen to this. My presentation to all men is this.
Do you
right?
like it?
I've never done it.
No, you haven't.
I've never looked at ass in my life. But
I
hold
don't
on,
know.
let me
Have
finish.
you got your ass eaten?
Of course, it's cold for me. Let me explain
Nigga
something.
said it's cold.
Yeah, it's cold. It feels like a breeze. Like somebody blew a Mentos in my ass or something. It's like a cold
Not
breeze.
Dr. Bronner's.
What?
that. That's how I feel.
Bro!
Nonetheless,
Not Dr.
let me
Bronner's.
finish.
Go ahead,
This
go
is
ahead.
my
Booty
time.
hole whistling.
It's not about none of you right now. It's about me and my point that I have to make.
We're going on.
To
It
the
just
point
evolved into
of
something else.
biologically her
Eating ass.
being ready sexually
because
for the
I'm a
18-year-old
cougar right
because
now.
she's revved up, right?
I'm revved. Like,
Biologically,
Listen
God has put a prostate in the man's ass.
Ooh. Up in there.
God has put a pleasure point, G-spot, if you will, in their ass, right? And anything done between man and woman is a straight act, right? So with that being said, is it meant?
come on.
Which camera do I look at? With that being said, because God did this, we didn't.
Right.
Is it meant for men to have ass play done? And is the fact that men, particularly black men, because that's all I know, I'm going to speak for what I know, black men have been like, there's trauma in our sex lives. Black and, white, men and women in the black community, we have trauma in our sex life sexually, right? Is it that we've been conditioned to not explore that and you've been conditioned to think that it's gay for a woman to explore that? Because biologically, God put something in there for you to be triggered by.
To be pleasured.
And
Not
it's
triggered,
not nowhere
pleasured,
else.
all right?
But it's in your ass. And we don't have
I'll
it.
believe it.
We don't have it.
So with that being said, is it meant for us to experience anal, or is it meant for you guys to experience anal by way of us? Not to say by way of a whole peg, maybe a finger, if you will.
I believe it.
In experience, I have never in my life dealt with a nigga that's letting me deal with his ass at all.
I have.
Really have that.
I have.
Have you ever thought of this shit?
I've never.
Who are you? Who are you? Who's dirtying up my sister? Who are you? Who is
sullied my sister?
Podcast is over. She's filthy. Get out. Bitch is diabolical.
Get out.
Sullied my sister.
Diabolical.
The door. You sit outside and you wait until
Filthy
it's time to go home.
This is my younger, the baby.
Hold on.
It has
I'm
more
coming back.
experience sexually
I'm
than
coming back.
And she was loud.
What?
I'm coming back.
I have.
here.
Fuck is this?
And mad quiet. I have.
No emotion.
What?
I have.
You said a finger?
Okay, I've never eaten a nigga's ass. Okay,
Kill you,
Great.
bitch.
Stinky.
I had to put that out there before the comments got crazy. Like, did she eat the ass? Like,
You met her my way.
If anybody here is eating ass, it better be the married bitch. That's all I gotta say. Sister, I'm not putting it on you, but I'm saying
Ass or toes is a no-go.
I'll only justify it from you. Because
They're gonna be like, ooh, send her
It's a
quiet
no.
with my way.
All right?
that's yours.
No.
Like,
You
outside
own
of that, you
own
better
that,
not be
okay?
out here
'Cause I mean,
eating
whatever
ass.
it is, you own it. All right?
That was gonna be my next question when I came back from the
No.
can. Y'all
It's
already
not
got
okay.
into it. So we eating ass and sucking toes?
No.
No.
Yes.
Neither one should be.
I'm not
anybody.
eating
Not eating ass. Sorry. Playing with ass.
No.
I'm not.
Yes, I would. I love to like something. In
all right, I
me
didn't play
is-
inside the ass, but touching around it, nigga. Like, okay, when they're on
something
top.
What about the
in me
asshole?
Wants to
What about the
come
asshole?
out.
I've touched
Girl, that's
it.
a booty
yes.
hole.
Okay.
I haven't put my finger in it, but yeah.
You said you did or didn't.
I
love
didn't,
men,
no.
But something in me wants to compromise a man in that way. I don't want
So
a man
what you
that's
do-
willing to
She's a
do it.
dom.
No,
I want
you
a
don't.
man that doesn't want to do it. That lets me to convince him to
Mace is
do
clutching
it.
her
Those
pearls.
are the
Let
best
me do
ones.
it. I
And let
wanna
me tell you why.
compromise a man
Tell us.
that
Tell
has
us.
no way of.
And let me tell you
I
why,
want-
because once you do it,
tell
you'll
us.
have him hooked. And let me tell you why.
Okay.
And
I'll
no,
probably never look at niggas the same.
exactly. You'll never look at him the
You
same.
know-
You'll probably think he's a little suspect after that
but
because it's like, you
sure.
like that
You
type
look at
shit.
bitches
Why?
like-
But if we
After
already
that,
established
No,
that.
because
That's
it's
my
just I
problem.
want to see. It's like when you're having sex, when I'm having sex, I like to test the boundaries. I'm not gonna do shit that I'm uncomfortable with, which means like I'm not gonna eat your ass, I'm not gonna suck your toes, I'm not gonna
I
do
know
all
a
that
few
nasty
females
shit.
that
But
peg
at the end of the day, if you're on top, my hands get a little
No, I'm
frenzy.
sorry. What do you
I'm
mean
gonna
peg?
Pegging means
strap up.
Peg means
Yes.
like you
No, I know
insert.
what peg means. I didn't know what she means because she said I know a few who
who peg.
peg.
Yeah, I've had a
What
man
are
ask
they
me
doing?
that
Like a
as well.
strap on?
Yeah,
Not like
strap
an
on.
anal plug or nothing like a
It could be
strap
no
on.
pegging
And
is
like-
anything that goes in your ass.
She
it could
said
be
what
it
she
could be
means.
No, I understand what peg means.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure out what she's talking about.
I know females
Like strap-ons, like just they're straight, they're
Yes.
fucking the ass. They're
Yes.
not.
Is there a
like
difference
playing
though?
With a plug.
Yes.
No,
There's a
There is
difference?
a difference.
It's
No,
something
no.
going inside your
A
ass.
plug doesn't move.
It stays in
The
there.
plug is plugged.
It's plugged.
But
Yeah,
there's
but I
a
know females that peg that
That-
have sex
okay,
and
that's
strap
what I'm
up with
saying.
their men. Yes, and they're
Yeah, the
in
strap-on is something else.
relationships with
It's
them,
something
and
else.
it's to that fact.
That is
There's a
psychological
G
because
spot
it's
in
a
them
woman
that's
that
not.
is pegging them.
So whatever it is that this man's probably, maybe
same
he
thing.
wants
It's just
penetration, maybe he
psychological.
wants
something.
something
Coming,
stuck
the
in there.
perspective.
It's all
Come on, man.
accustomed to that, but nonetheless, the question still remains: is it meant for ass play for men because of biologically how
How
they're
they're
made?
made.
I
Yes,
think
my
so.
opinion.
I think so
I
too.
think
Me
so.
too.
I do, because why is it
Me
there?
too.
Why is it
Sex
there?
is something that's exploratory, right?
it-
you don't know what you like
Thank you.
until it happens.
Until it
You
exactly.
don't know how far you're willing to go. I will
Exactly.
say that. For me personally, and we were just having this discussion on as a sidebar, I don't know if I can look at you after all is said and done.
Exactly.
That's me.
Wow.
That's me. I can't do it.
You'll look at
I
them
can't
like,
do it.
okay, what else do you like? What else are you
What a
into?
bitch.
And
Like- no bullshit though. You're
I'm
stupid.
not testing those boundaries because I don't want to know.
You should want to know.
No.
though. You should
Wanna
want to
know
know.
what? No.
You should want to
How
know
far
because if he's a
they'll
little,
go.
if he's a little
You're
suspect,
fucking bugging.
you don't want him.
Some shit.
But
needs
how
to be
is it
bonded for life.
sus?
That is true
You
too.
be
How
like,
is
This is true.
wait?
We
How
like,
is it
nigga, what? I
sus
took your soul.
if it feels good? But how is it sus if it feels good? But I want you, my woman, to do it.
And
I don't
that's
want a
the
man to do
toxic-
it.
The
and
same
that's
way
the
that you
reason that
asked-
leaves, and that's the very thing that leaves men unable to express that if they wanted it, because they're in fear of how you. Okay, I had this dude. We've never had sex. We met somewhere. I won't even give that away. We met somewhere. Very masculine guy. We exchanged phone numbers, texted each other for a while. Come to find out after like months of us texting that he lives with the mother of his child, right? He wanted me to peg him. I've never done this to a man in my life.
But through us having, you know how people like I interact with people in a different way. Yeah. So he was faced with the dilemma of, I want to cheat on the mother of my child because I want this done, and I'm afraid that if I go to her with it, she won't look at me the same. And already we have this like thing where she teeters on a disrespectful line, and I don't know. So if I feel like if I show her that I want this, she'll jump the line and or never respect the man in me. And it's like, but I have a desire to want this. And I don't look at men. I don't like men. And we discussed this. I told him honestly, never tell her. Because the man that she met is not that man. Right. And the man that she agreed to be with is not that man. So you springing this on her now is going to bring about something that you may not be ready for. So is it right for you to be cheating to get what you to try to get what you want? No. But at the same time, you risk damaging the person that you because her
the person she
matters
views
to
you.
So it's a hard thing. But
it's a very hard thing, and I will tell you this.
It's very interesting. I'm a man that you would look at and think all things masculine because that's how he looks, and he is that. Like he's not a gay man.
And when she posed the question,
he wants his wife to do it.
Right. And when she posed the question, she said something about like how are they conditioned? But I feel like in that sense, now that we're talking about it, so are we. I personally am all for do what you do. It has nothing. It doesn't affect me personally. I don't care what exactly it is that you choose to do does not affect me. But I can sit here and accept the fact that I would look at somebody differently because I am conditioned to think that's a little odd. But But truly, everybody has their own.
And this is what I was going to say because I'm a very sexual person. I'm very sexual. Like, no, I am. I'm very comfortable in who I am and what I like. You understand what I'm saying? So it is very uncommon for me to hear of a man saying they want to be pegged. However, because I am a sexual person, I understand the desires. I understand the pleasure of certain things because some of the things that I feel pleasurable about is not accepted in society, mainstream society. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that. And when it comes to sex, for me, like you cannot just be willy-nilly with any and everybody. You understand? You like.
Is it sus?
Huh?
Is it suspect if your man wants any type of anal play, whether it be
initially for me,
or
yeah.
drugs?
Initially for me, yes, because that's not how I was raised. That's not my culture. That's not what I'm used to. So it would take some conversations, and that's what I'm saying. And that's where things I feel like even in all this conversation that we're having, we cannot eliminate the fact that a conversation needs to be had between the people who are involved. Like you have to understand who you're with, what their likes, dislikes, what you know what I'm saying? Like you have to have those hard conversations. And I have had them because I'm a sexual person. And I'm comfortable having them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not comfortable having them. And that's where I stand. Like I can converse about anything because of how I was raised. The people who raised me, the way they would talk to me has made me I don't know, like conditioned, I guess, to
be free with it.
Taboo conversations that other people may not be comfortable having. Like I speak freely, and I do know sometimes when I speak freely, it makes other people uncomfortable. But I don't care because I'm comfortable. If you're not comfortable, get comfortable or don't be around me. Or just know who I am and accept who I am. Or again, don't be around me. Period. Because I'm who I am, you know? And I want you to be who you are. If you can't be who you are around me, then we shouldn't be together. We shouldn't be around each other. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like that. And so I feel like that's the piece in this whole thing that really needs to be talked about. Like, conversations need to be had, and people are not having them. And that's where issues come in. You have to converse, because me and all of us can converse about this. We can debate, whatever. You're not my partner.
Right.
I need to talk to my partner. Are you okay with this? Am I okay with this? Can we rock and can we roll?
It doesn't matter what somebody else might think is weird. 'Cause
Right.
Me and you are
We in this together. Not them.
And are you going to be comfortable enough to speak freely
Right.
as the man or the woman?
As a man or
Because
a
I could
woman.
say something as a woman and the nigga be like, you like,
I
what,
say it
bitch?
all the time.
Like-
all the time.
I think that we should just be open and honest. I got one last question because we got to get up out of here.
What time is it? 'Cause this
It's
was
time to
bedtime.
go.
Oh, shoot, it is, huh? Jesus Christ.
One last question. I'm going to wait for Tonto to sit down. Why y'all bitches don't know what y'all want to eat?
What? Never.
Yo, just tonight, I was like,
Never.
what we eating for
Why
dinner?
can't that be added to the man's responsibility?
Why?
list?
Because it's very minor. Just go
Why
and
can't
get
that
it.
be like aside from like
Just go
providing
and get it, because I
manual
get up
labor,
and I make breakfast. I
knowing
don't actually
what
what you
I
want for
wanna
breakfast,
eat.
but I make it. And
I
you eat
hate when
it.
niggas be like, I'm gonna take you out. Where you wanna go? Like, nigga, anyway. I'll
You
find
said you're
something
gonna
on
take
any
me.
menu.
Take
Sometimes, okay, so sometimes it's different. So like what you saying, like
Okay, look.
you gonna ask me where I wanna go, have this shit planned, nigga. You wanna
Alright.
see me,
Okay.
have it planned out. I can rock with that. But sometimes it's a
Let's say if it's your
I don't know how
nigga.
much money you got in your pocket.
Let's say if it's your nigga and we need to eat something. What you want to eat? Our response is going to be, I don't know, whatever you want to eat. And then it's going to be 10 minutes in and now I'm hangry. So
And now I'm eating my food and your food. 'Cause I
why
wanna
do
go.
we not know what we want to
Then
eat?
what I wanted might not be what I wanted. It might be what you wanted.
It's like going to the grocery store high.
Ooh.
Yeah, you just be picking up shit.
It's just too many options. So
you
it's
just
like
be
when you
picking
give me that many options to choose from, it's like
Endless.
It's easier to
how
tell
do
you what I don't want.
choose?
Right.
Yeah,
I had
how
that for
do I
lunch.
choose?
Mark that out.
Like
There
you
you
give
go.
me the option of like
Yeah, she's
anything
killing it.
within a certain mile radius, and you want me to choose one thing. I can
Bring them
create a
all
meal
in,
from
right?
everything.
To bring them all
Options.
in.
I'm gonna
Bring
do
me every-
fries
every-
from McDonald's. I would like a cheeseburger from Five Guys, but you can get the shake.
Yep, variety.
Yeah,
Just a little lemonade from
so just
Popeyes,
don't
like-
even ask. Don't ask.
No,
First of
it's
all, Jordan, you're stupid.
Like, ain't you around me every day? What do I eat? What do
Damn.
I eat? What do
know
I
me.
Making
eat?
an
You know my
argument
family.
like
You know
they're
me.
supposed to know this.
right.
This is
Like
what I'm talking
it's like
about.
when somebody asks you about
When I
yourself.
have to cook, do I ask you what am I cooking,
Oh.
or do I just cook?
It's like when
Oh.
somebody like when you go
Oh.
around the classroom and somebody like, okay,
Oh.
name
That's
3
that.
things about yourself, and then
Yeah.
it's like you know yourself, but then when they ask you to name them 3 things, you don't know anything. It's the same thing. I don't know. I don't know. It's like I've never had this chicken before. I don't know. I don't even know what a burger tastes like. Please pick for me because I don't know. I can tell you what I do not want because I had that earlier. I had that yesterday, whatever. But like, it's too broad for me. Help me help you.
So the answer is
I don't know.
I don't know.
Why I
And
don't
just
know.
get it. I'm gonna eat off your plate anyway. I'm gonna eat off your plate anyway. So just get the
Anyway.
food.
Even
Surprise
if
me.
I know what I want, I'm still gonna eat off your shit because a little bit of it is I want to taste it, and then a lot of it is I want to see if I got it like that.
Can I do this?
Can I? Yeah, like that's
Usually,
it. I just be liking the test shit. Like
I know I got it like that. Just let
I
me
just
have a
like-
piece, a couple of grains of rice.
I don't even be wanting what's on your food. I just like the fact of knowing that I can take.
I don't
Honestly,
even want none of
save
that
yourself
shit.
the trouble and plan
I don't
ahead.
want it.
So if you say you want to go somewhere and you ask
Right.
me and you telling me you want to go somewhere with me, just pick where we're gonna go. Let's save the drama. Or come in the house, surprise me. I don't know. You brought me. I don't know. I
I
got.
like to watch niggas that know.
I don't got no
know
choice
how
but to eat it, right? You knew I was gonna like it. That's why you brought it home. Save yourself the trouble. The reason why we don't know is because we don't know. We don't know why we don't know.
In conclusion, we don't know. So just get the fucking food.
Get the food.
You
Make
know
sure
what we
they-
like? Get
That's
it.
it.
Make sure you
know
get my
what we
sauce
like.
and my extra napkins, and I would like my drink with light ice. Thank you.
Exactly. It don't never change.
That's
It's the
it.
same shit.
That's
This Your
it.
Stop podcast. THISYOURSTOP on YouTube and any other social media platform. Please subscribe and please like the motherfucker. It's free. I swear to God. Jauni Tsunami and the rest of your guests. Look them up.
It's been real.
I love y'all. We missing one, but you know what it is. Love y'all. Beyonce bless and good night.